Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Feeling better now?
It's awesome.
Does it feel a little
better? It does
better?
feel better, yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's just a consistent thing. You have to do it every day. We're talking about decompressing the back, ladies and gentlemen.
Lower back pain.
Another thing you can do without a machine is just bend your knees. Just bend slightly. Grab your arms like this and just like go forward and relax your back, and it'll pop your back that way too.
Because I know how to pop upper back. That's where you have
when you get someone grab
the
you.
person's grab you and then
that's
hold you and then you can hear it crack. I don't know how how good it is.
Kind of
right.
nonsense.
But the lower back is when I played football. I played contact football, and we used to go to physicals. You had to get a physical, and it was just a gigantic room, and you'd go from doctor to doctor so everybody could do it at one time. And I remember I laid down, and the doctor grabbed my leg, and he was trying to get range of motion. And he got it like 3/4 of the way up, and it stopped. And he said to me, "You're going to have lower back pain when you're older." And that's exactly what happened.
You can avoid it.
He predicted it.
There's a lot of ways to avoid it. You know, people just accept it. But what you're telling me right there, with you not being able to get your leg up, that's a hamstring issue. So one thing, hamstrings and quads and glutes,
right.
all the tightness in those areas will absolutely affect your back. Because anytime you have restricted range of motion and you're really tight, everything else is tight too.
Yeah.
I say everything is like kind of pulled down, and you have to figure out a way to lengthen that shit out.
Right.
And there's a lot of different stretches you could do, but you definitely should be doing them. Nobody likes to stretch. It sucks. Everybody hates it. But if you don't do it, you're going to go to a doctor, and they're going to want to cut you open.
Yeah.
And don't do that, because there's other ways around that. If you're listening to this and you got a bulging disc in your back, there's ways around it, folks. There's decompression. There's stem cells. There's a thing that I did a long time ago in California called, oh my God, what is it called? What is that shit called that Peyton Manning did? And Regenikine. Thank you. It escaped my mind. It's early. Regenikine is where it's like platelet-rich plasma, but it's a more sophisticated version of it. They first pioneered it in Germany. You used to have to go to Germany to get it,
right.
But now you get it in America. But
stop over in Turkey for the hair, and then hit Germany for
you
your
don't
lower
have to
back.
do it. It's in America now. What is the name of the place? Life Cycle Medicine in Santa Monica? What is the name of the place? Why am I not remembering? My brain has way too much extra information, and my hard drive is so full. Lifespan Medicine in Santa Monica is where I had it done. It was amazing. My neck was fucked up for like almost a year, and I was going to chiropractors who are all goofy. It's all nonsense. And then I finally went to this guy, Dr. Ben Ruhi, there, and he said, "You have a bulging disc in your neck. We got an MRI. It's like, this is what we could do: spinal decompression, and we'll use Regenikine. It's a very potent anti-inflammatory. It'll relax all the muscles around that area, and slowly it'll go back." And it went back. Now it's 100%.
But you had to go in for several treatments, though?
The Regenikine, no. I think it was one treatment.
Oh,
one
wow,
treatment
that's great.
did it. I did go back again to get another treatment, but that's just because I do jujitsu. And jujitsu is you're just always getting your neck ranked on. I went back to get like mid-back. I think I did one more on my neck too, but it was I might not have. But it was more like maintenance than anything. The big issue had been resolved. And then I started strengthening, because I never really did anything to strengthen my lower back, my neck, any of those things while I was training jiu-jitsu in the beginning. I just worked out, normal stuff. I lifted weights.
Right. But doesn't deadlifting, and I don't know if you did these things, but deadlifting and squatting without, I squat lightweight without a belt, doesn't that automatically strengthen your lower back? I thought it automatically kind of did.
Well, I mean, it does a little bit, but it depends on
But not the focused exercises that we were just doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Those are just lower back.
Yeah.
Squats are really for your legs.
Yeah.
But it does your lower back, but also it gets compressed because you're carrying weight in your shoulders.
Yeah.
But I do belt squats, which I really like. So what belt squats are, it's a different machine. There's another one out there, too, that was created by Louis Simmons from Westside Barbell. And it's a strap that goes around you, and it goes to a cable that goes in between your legs, and the weight is pulling down from your hips.
Right.
So it's not on your shoulders compressing your spine, which is great if you have a back issue.
Yeah.
So you can squat a lot of weight, but all of it is like resting on your hips.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can definitely feel the difference in my strength when I squat and when I don't. Like, I'm a guy who needs to lift weights. I wrestled with guys and played football with guys who like were naturally just shredded and did not need. It was annoying to them to lift weights. Not that it didn't benefit them, but they were just very muscle bound and they kind of didn't need it. I need to lift weights.
Well, everybody needs it
Yeah.
if you're competing against elite guys. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, obviously. But
It's
I
like
mean,
you get to a certain level,
right.
they're doing it, and you know that you have great genetics, and they have great
Right.
genetics, and they're doing strength and conditioning, and you're not.
Right.
They're going to win.
Yeah.
Or at least they're going to have at least some kind of an advantage.
But I tell everybody, like, my age, I'm 52, it's like, do a circuit, do a 40-minute weight circuit, do 3 sets of, you got to do it. Because I think it affects your, I'm not an expert on this or anything, but I think it affects your testosterone. I can feel.
Oh, it definitely does.
I can feel it.
Yeah,
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Lifting weights definitely affects your
Yeah.
testosterone. Here's another way to boost your testosterone. Cold plunge before you lift weights. That's a big one. Or if you don't have that, cold shower in the winter. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great. You do that before you lift weights, before any kind of training, actually. You know, because there's been some negative press lately on cold plunges and hypertrophy, but it's all about doing it right after lifting weights, which is you're never supposed to do that anyway. You're not supposed to. The whole idea about lifting weights is you're breaking your tissue down. The inflammation helps you because your body heals, and then it gets stronger. And you don't want to like kill the inflammation right after you work out.
And the cold is killing the inflammation, right?
Exactly.
So I do that. We just moved into a new building, gym in the building.
Oh, nice.
And that's great. Yeah, we just bought a condo in New York, right in time for socialism.
Nice. Right in time for the fucking communist takeover. Good
right in
job.
time for all of us to have to share.
Yeah, you're gonna have to share. You're gonna have to have immigrants move into your apartment.
I mean, I just 20 years living with roommates, and I just finally got married and bought a place.
This is the first time you've had your own place?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my
well,
God.
no, not the first time I had my own place. We rented for 4 years. But this is the first time I've bought something.
Oh, okay.
So I bought property in New York.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not, buying things. I go back and forth on that.
Really?
Yeah. It's like
I just was told
you're responsible
diversify.
for all the problems and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Depends on where you are. New York City to me seems like a fucking time bomb. It's like there's a whole bunch of crazy people with a bunch of wacky ideas,
Right.
and they're getting voted in.
Yeah.
And like, good luck with all that. And your options are them or the guy from fucking Guardian Angels.
Curtis Sliwa.
The guy with the
Curtis
fucking beret.
Sliwa. What if he comes into office and he goes, everybody wears berets now?
Listen,
It's
if,
a beret
if he
city
didn't
now.
have the beret,
Yeah.
the things he's saying make sense. Like a lot of the stuff he says makes sense. If he didn't have the beret, I'd be like, maybe I'll take you a little more seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are you going to do? Paint? Yeah.
Where's your cigarette holder?
No, I love it. Yeah, I love the Guardian Angels because they don't have weapons, right? Isn't that their whole thing? I came after that whole initiative, but I do like the idea.
Yes.
I do like the idea of someone out there to protect the public other than cops.
Yeah, there he is. He's been doing this forever. I remember I guess it was the 90s, I was in New York City, and I was in traffic with my girlfriend at the time. She was sitting next to me, and we were looking at this Guardian Angel guy. I go, why do you have to wear the hat? Like, what is it with the hat? Like, why do they make them wear that fucking hat? And her and I are just laughing, and the guy looks at me and goes, fuck you. Like, with a real angry face. I'm like, hey, that's not serving and protecting, sir. If you don't think that hat is funny, the fuck you, like, what if I say no fuck you and I get out and I want to fight?
Yes.
Come on. This is so stupid. You're not helping. This is not good.
I would hate to lose to a guy with that hat.
Yeah. Probably you're not going to. I would imagine anybody that really knows how to fight is not going to put that fucking hat on. You're going to be like, what am I doing? What is
But those
this
guys, like,
organization?
I think that what they did is if there was a disturbance or something, or somebody was acting nuts on the subway, they would just surround the person.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
As long as the guy doesn't have a gun.
Yeah,
Or a fucking samurai sword or whatever. Wasn't
Or a
Sweet-
tiger in his apartment.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, that was a big thing for a while. Guys having just wildlife in their apartments.
Just tigers and crocodiles and shit. Wasn't there a thing with Curtis Sliwa where like there was like a fake crime, and he was like saving somebody, but it wasn't real? Didn't something like that happen like back in the day?
I don't remember that one. I remember. Was it?
Jamie's gonna look it
Oh,
up.
okay.
There was something like that. Where it was
I
like-
remember.
Maybe it was an exaggeration or something.
John Gotti Jr. was brought to trial for trying to kill him.
Oh boy.
Yeah, for saying stuff about his dad.
Oh Jesus. Oh boy.
He got I think it was just a hung jury 5 times, and he never got convicted of it. But yeah, that was a thing. I remember that. Yeah, and we tried to shoot him in a cab.
Whoa.
Yeah, cabs are bad enough.
That was John Gotti Jr. Interesting. You know, John Gotti III's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
He's fucking good,
He's
too.
good. Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real good. He fought Floyd Mayweather.
I saw that.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I think they fought twice. Admitted he and the Guardian Angels faked heroic subway rescues for publicity. Okay. So in 1992, Sleewood admitted he and the Guardian Angels faked heroic subway rescues for publicity. He also admitted to having claimed falsely that 3 off-duty transit police officers had kidnapped him. Sleewood explained at
That's
the time...
got to be some jail time, right?
Should be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're saying off-duty transit police officers, so you're accusing police officers of a crime. So what you're doing is not just lying, but you're also putting the police officers in jeopardy because you're falsely claiming that these guys are outlaws. He claimed at the time stunts were intended to underscore the dangers of the subways. Like who doesn't know about the dangers of the subways?
Yeah, just let the natural stuff play out for what it is.
I've literally ridden the subway 3 times in my fucking life. And keep that up, Jamie. And I'm very aware of the dangers of the fucking subways.
Yeah.
When the Guardian Angels first began patrolling the streets and subways, New York City was experiencing some of the highest crime rates. I feel the incidents we staged led to some improvements, he said. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Jussie Smollett.
Boy. Yeah,
It's before Jussie.
That's a Jussie Smollett.
BJ, before Jussie.
God damn.
That guy stuck to his story. Even
Still?
the guys who beat up the person, even when they flipped, after they flipped, he stuck to his story. Is that an actor or is that an actor?
Bro, he showed up
I
at the
kinda
hotel
like that.
and had the noose still around his neck. That's what happens when you let actors write the scripts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Amber Heard when she was on trial with Depp. Like, kind of similar.
Right,
Like,
right.
Like when you let the actors write the script, you're like, whoa. Hold up.
What happened now?
Come on. What is this? Netflix sets Jussie Smollett documentary with new evidence. Alleged hate crime hoax might be a true story. Oh,
He never
what?
backtracked on it.
Is this real? Who's
It's
funding
new.
this?
This is new. I just Googled his name, and there's like the last 2 days, there's stories about this doc. It could just be to promote the documentary.
Whoever
obviously.
his PR team is. Congratulations. You guys rule.
It should be at least a documentary.
Yeah. What do you got there? Little tiny cigars?
Yeah, little tiny ones.
You got a
because-
big one, too.
Yeah.
You're mixing it up.
I'm mixing
what are
it
you doing?
up.
You're not sure what you want?
No, this is before I go on. Usually, I just don't want to. I don't want to take the commitment to this.
Oh, I feel you. Give me
Yeah.
one of them little ones. I like those
Yeah.
little ones. Ron White
They're
has
great.
those. Thank
They're
you.
fantastic. Monte
Yeah.
Cristos.
They're good because, like, if you don't want to commit to a full cigar,
Right.
like right before on stage, but Ron White inhales these bitches
Does he really?
like an animal.
And you're gonna tell me it cures his lower back?
Nope. Well, he plays golf, so he must have a good lower back. You know? By the
Yeah,
way,
that swing.
speaking of which, I watched Happy Gilmore 2 last night. It's fucking hilarious.
I like it too. I just watched it.
I love Adam Sandler. I love those movies because you know exactly what you're going to get. They're always fun. Like, critics hate them, but it's more information that you get that critics suck.
I love him too.
They're great.
I think he's great.
They're fucking fun.
I think he's great, and what I love about him is he doesn't care, and he just keeps moving with what he wants to do.
Yeah.
With his people. He has a group of
Exactly.
people that he loves
Yep.
and that are creative, and that
Yep.
he just keeps going with it.
Yeah.
And I think he's very funny anyway.
He's very funny. I saw his stand-up live in Vegas once. Him and Rob Schneider, they killed. It was really fun. I hadn't seen Adam in forever. I hadn't seen him since we did Zookeeper together, which was like, it had to be like 15 years ago, somewhere around then. So he's got the same people that he always works with. He's got the same directors he always works with. He's always working with Spade and Schneider
Right.
and all the guys he knows. So it's like real fun on the set.
Yeah.
Everybody's friendly.
Yeah.
Same as Kevin James. He does.
Right.
Kevin James rocks it the exact same way.
I like
you go to
that.
his set. Everybody's friendly. Everybody's having fun. There's no weird fucking ego bullshit with
Right.
the actors. Everybody's pals.
Right.
They're all pals. They all
Right.
write for each other. So they're all sitting around like when we're doing table reads. Everyone's laughing, cracking jokes.
I
They're
like that.
adding lines.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
And that's how you make the best stuff.
It's the best stuff.
When it's loose and
Yeah.
playful and fun, and everybody can be creative, and there's no
Exactly.
weirdness there.
The enemy of comedy is tension. Always. Like the tension you have between like coworkers. Like
Yeah.
this is like, Phil Hartman told me that Saturday Night Live was like the most stressful thing that he ever did in his life because there was so much tension because everybody behind the scene was backstabbing everybody.
That's nuts.
And Brewer says the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you ever heard Brewer talk about
Brewer's
it?
a good dude, man.
He's the best.
He's really a good
Yeah.
guy. I was on the road with him a little bit. He's a really good guy, and very like the quintessential theater act. Like you see him in a theater. I'd go watch him after I was done with my set, and it's like he fills the space.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
he's
big.
a great theater act.
Right, he's a big act.
Yes.
Right, like the big stage is actually great for his act.
Right.
But he murders in clubs. He'll murder in an arena. He's a old school. He's a great person too. Like what I love about him is like he had no desire to be like super famous. No desire. All he wanted to do is kill. All he wanted to do is be great at comedy and just live in his own world. He lived in Jersey, in a nice suburban community, just chilled.
Yeah.
Didn't need fancy cars or any bullshit. He just loves being funny.
I love that. I love the idea of just like waking up every day and it's like, how can I be better?
Yeah.
I love that.
You know who's the best at that? Attell.
Attell.
And maybe the best comic alive.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the, in my book, top 5, top 6 of all time.
Yes, for sure.
And he's effortless.
Yes.
Effortless.
But he's always working on his act, which is kind of torturous.
Mm-hmm.
It's a torturous thing. If you're always you're always working on it, and it's like it's never done. It's always like you're in the mix. You're like, I don't know, and it's like,
but
I
if that's
get
what
it.
you
know?
love, if that's what you love to do, then it's great. It's like you have to teach yourself that that's what you love to do.
Right.
Instead of like, God, I can't wait till this hour is ready. Like right now, I really only have like 40 minutes. Maybe I could do 45. I could do like 45 minutes, which is like a year after my special. But once you get
great.
it down, it's sloppy. There's some shit in there that like needs some work.
But that you have, like, even if you're going to go back and make corrections on it, you have the scaffolding for it, which is very important. It's like the scaffolding. It's like that kind of hard stuff is done. Not that new stuff won't come in. It might still come in, but you have the scaffolding for it now. Now
That's
it's like
exactly
zero in.
how I describe it. I'm so glad you said it that way. That's what all joke structure is, like scaffolding, and
Right.
then inside you put the funny.
Yeah.
Like you have to have a premise, a thing you think is ridiculous, and then that's your scaffolding, and then it's all your perspectives on it.
Right, right.
You know who was the best at that? Richard Jeni.
I was just thinking about him this morning. I was just thinking about him in terms of a comic that I don't know if you knew him or not, but like I
did.
watched him as a kid, and he blew me away with how good he was. He was so
he
good.
was
And then I
so
talked to
good.
Attell in New York. He's like, he was the guy.
He was the guy.
He was really the guy.
In the 1980s, he was the guy. I apologize if you've heard me tell the story before, people. But he worked at Eastside Comedy Club, and he was there for the weekend. And I went there on Sunday, and this dude, Pete, who was the MC, was depressed. I go, why are you depressed? He goes, because Richard Jeni did a totally different hour, both shows Friday and both shows Saturday. Never repeated a joke and fucking murdered. And he goes, and I want to quit comedy.
That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, people like that will frustrate you.
Yeah,
You know,
he
as
was-
a comic. But watching him as a kid, I was like, this is the... Because we're Italians.
Yep.
So we're watching it as... But he's funny no matter what.
Yeah.
But just especially from being an Italian family and
Oh, yeah.
watching him, I'm like, this is the funniest thing. We were dying. We'd quote him.
He was so good.
Yeah.
He was so good. And you had to see him live. It's one of those things, like you see, he's got some great specials. A Steaming Pile of Me is
Yeah.
great.
Platypus Man.
That's great. I
And
remember
his first one was The Boy from New York City.
That's great too.
It's a
Yeah.
great one. He has that Jaws story about
Yes.
being on the road and being so bored and watching the
Jaws
movie
3.
Jaws.
Jaws 3.
Just hits you in the face
Yeah.
with how stupid it is. It's such a great bit, and it's so punched up all the way through, and I absolutely love that.
He was the best. What I was getting at as maximizing the scaffolding. He would take a bit and he would find every possible angle. And right when you thought he was done, it would get funnier.
Yeah, yeah.
It would go deeper
Yeah.
and funnier and more ridiculous. And
I
there'd be
love it.
callbacks. And he was so good. But he fucking hated the fact that he wasn't Jim Carrey. He hated the fact that he wasn't a movie star. We all need to take our health seriously. And let's face it, while the average modern diet might include some fruits and veggies, it also comes with its fair share of fries and barbecue. That mix probably isn't giving your body everything it needs. This new generation of AG1 can help fill the nutrient gaps your diet might miss. I think it's a simple way to support your overall health. It's an easy morning routine that sets you up to feel ready, energized, and equipped to take on the day. You still need to eat right. You still need to exercise. It's not a miracle, but it's a foundational habit that's quick and easy to maintain. Mix it in some cold water and off you go. I partner with AG1 for so long because they're committed to constantly improving. Their next gen formula is backed by solid research, rigorous testing, and 4 gold standard clinical trials. Subscribe today to their newest clinically backed formula, AG1 Next Gen. You'll also get a bunch of other free stuff like a bottle of D3, K2, and 5 of the upgraded travel packs with your first subscription. Just go to drinkag1.com/Joe Rogan or head to the link in the description to get started. That's drinkag1.com/Joe Rogan. He wanted to be a sitcom star, so he did a show on UPN, Platypus Man, same as his special. They called it that. And then that didn't. UPN was like, it was a new network, and nobody was watching it. It was one of those things, just like if you had a show there, it's like. Now you can't have a show on NBC. You know what I mean? It's not that good.
And the network's not getting any eyes.
Exactly. But it was okay, and it lasted a little bit. And then he did The Mask with Jim Carrey. He did some other stuff. But
he was good in that. He's a good actor.
He's a good actor, but he didn't have the classic good looks that would, not that you need him. Like, look at Rodney. He didn't have it either.
Right.
Or John Lovitz didn't have it either. But it's like he wanted to be a movie star, and he was bummed out that he was on the road all the time. And I would, every time I would do radio, there was always like the guy that would drive you. And I would go like, who's the most miserable fuck you ever have to drive? And they all said Richard Chant.
Oh my God.
They all said that.
Yeah.
I go, no. It was me. It was like a stake in my heart. Yeah. No, he's the best.
There's got to be an opposite. If you're the funniest guy, there's got to be an opposite to that.
Exactly. There's a disdain and an anger and a frustration, but it led him to be a fucking genius comedian, man.
And no one talks about him anymore. I don't feel like anyone talks about him anymore.
I try to carry the torch. I really do, because he affected me a lot when I was a kid. I remember I used to one time I was an open micer, and I found myself, I physically got sick. I was like, oh no, I sounded exactly like him on stage. Yeah. Like I was copying him. I was like, oh no, don't do that. But it's just because I loved him so much. I was such a fan.
But as soon as that happens, it goes, I got to stop listening to this guy. I got to get away from him. I got to stop listening to him.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But it was just, I just wanted to be him. I admired him so much. I wanted to be like him.
But that's such a great thing with the scaffolding, and it's like punched up all the way through, and then just walking up there and knowing it's like, I'm about to let this loose on this crowd.
Yes.
And it's like watching them react to it. It's like they're doubled over, and you just keep coming at. It's like when if you're fighting somebody like a boxer, like a Pacquiao in his prime, where he'd turn you. He'd hit you 3 times, turn you, hit you 3 times, turn you, and then hit you 3 more. And you're like, I can't move.
Right.
Like there's no defense to this.
Right.
So that's what like that is like. Is like just keep coming with punches, and it's unreal.
I love a big chunk like that. Like one of my favorite bits of the last few years, Brian Simpson has this bit about the song "Wet Ass Pussy." But it goes all the way back to Queen Elizabeth. It's like this amazing long bit. I don't want to ruin it, but the end of it is fucking. He wraps it up with a bow. It's his closer.
Love that.
It's so good.
I love it.
I would leave the green room when I knew he was going to close just so I could watch the Wet Ass Pussy. But I would ask him to do it, please. I go, please do the Wet Ass Pussy bit, please. Because it was such a, it's like a but Brian's a real writer. Like Brian sits down and writes, which is one of the things that I always try to tell young guys. I'm like, I know you like to write on stage. I know you write when you're with your friends. I know you come up with great premises and you work them out on stage. But that extra step of sitting down and writing is fucking critical, man. It's big.
Yeah.
It's big because you can get stuff there that you wouldn't get.
Right. And it's got to be a routine.
Yep.
It's like get up, do whatever you do, stretch, and then that's what I do now. Is like stretch and then delay coffee. That's another big thing I'm trying is to delay coffee. Because the gym is in the building. Get a workout first, right out of bed, and then come back up, cold shower, and then get a cup of coffee, and then write.
Do that cold shower first, dude. Do that cold shower right away, and then you won't even need the coffee. You'll be like, yeah, woo!
And then right into a workout?
And then go right into a
workout. And then a hot shower after?
Sure, yeah. I do sauna after the workout. That's what I usually do.
That's great.
Yeah, that's the move.
I used to do steam room when I was at the gym.
Steam room's okay, but the problem with steam rooms, you really can't get it as hot because dry air won't like scald your skin like wet air. Wet air will poach you. If you do 195 degrees wet, you're going to get burned. Like it's going to literally poach you like an egg. But you can do 195 dry in a sauna. And that's why I don't know much about the infrared saunas. I don't think there's the same amount of data on them. It's definitely better than doing nothing. But I think that the real sauna, like we have a Salus sauna in the back here. That motherfucker will go up to 210, 215 if you wanted to.
Wow.
But that dry sauna is where all the research from Finland comes out. They did... Over 20 years, they found that if you do the sauna 4 times a week for 20 minutes at 175 degrees, it's a 40% decrease in all-cause mortality.
Didn't they do that? Was a study in Italy? They
No,
did a
this was-
study of Italians who were doing sauna, and it was something similar to that.
It's all similar because it's all great for reduction of inflammation, increase of red blood cells. It has like a mild EPO effect on your endurance. Like one of the things that I've done, like every time I've been injured where I couldn't do cardio, I just did sauna every day, and then I'd go back to cardio, and it was not that much of a drop off. Not like it used to be.
Right.
Like it used to be like if I got hurt, I couldn't hit the bag, I couldn't do cardio for a while, and then I would go back to doing it like, oh God, I'm so out of shape.
Yeah.
So that drop off doesn't happen as much, not nearly as much if you do sauna every day. And all like the Eastern Bloc, Dan Gable told me that was something that he learned in his wrestling days.
Wow.
That all the Eastern Bloc guys were all doing sauna after training. And it's essentially like static cardio. So like I wear a Whoop strap and I'll go in the sauna after training and I'll look at my app and I'm at 145 beats per minute just sitting there because I'll go straight from working out. So like I'll do rounds in the bag and then heart rate elevated, go right in the sauna, and it keeps your heart rate up.
Wow.
Because you're fucking struggling. You're struggling. Your body's because it's already overheated from the workout, and then your body's in 195 degrees, and your heart's just pounding. But it's like static cardio.
That's really something.
It's really good
Yeah.
for you. And then I stretch in there, which is the best.
That is great. The stretch. I
Oh.
used to do Bikram
Oh,
yoga.
that's great.
Yeah, I used to do it, and I want to get back into it now that I'm not paying for a gym.
That's what you should
Yeah.
do. That's what you
I
should
want to do
for
that,
your
and I want to go
back.
back to boxing. I used to do boxing. A bunch of comics went to boxing in New York, and
You
we
guys
took a class
sparring? Were you
together.
sparring?
A little bit to the body, but nothing. You know, he just took us through the training, and I mean, I wrestled a little bit in college, and I gotta say, it's the training was very, very. That's why I liked it. It was very, very tough.
Yeah, it's
very hard.
Boxing's tough.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
It's a
but
great
you know,
workout.
but a lot of the boxing training for civilians isn't.
Right.
But this guy, his name is Steve Frank. He put us through it, and it's like, he was like would not let up.
That's awesome.
After an hour, you're like, oh my god. And it's like you got to get used to. You can't be on the road too much because you got to get used to it.
Right.
Because if you don't get used to it, then it shoots your whole day.
Right.
You're exhausted for the rest of the day. It's like I can't do anything. I got spots. I get
Yeah.
can't
If
do
you're out of
anything now.
shape, you do.
Yeah.
That's like I always avoid doing leg days on days I do stand up, and I've done it before where I've done leg days. Then I go on stage that night, and I'm always like struggling. It's just like it's just too hard. It's too much of a burden on your entire system.
right.
You know, squats and lunges and pulling the sled and all that shit.
Yeah.
At the end
But
of
it feels good. Like this suffering is, it's like a Goggins thing where it's like this suffering, like put yourself in an uncomfortable situation every day. And then when you come out of it, it just feels so good.
I try to tell that to everybody. I'm like, I know it sucks, but please do it. It'll make the rest of your life suck less. It really will. And you don't have to do what I do. You could just put a weighted vest on and go walk around your block. You don't have to do much.
Right.
It's not that hard. You
Right.
just have to do something.
Something.
Just do something that sucks.
Yeah.
Do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 bodyweight squats every day. Do that. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Do it in sets of, if you can't do 20, do it in sets of 10. Just do
Right.
10 sets of 10 for the push-ups. Build up to it. Start.
Right.
Tell yourself you're going to do 20 today, 20 this week. Next week you're going to do 25. Then before you know it, you're doing 100.
Right.
And just do that.
Yeah.
Just do fucking something.
Something. Yeah, and you feel so good after it. That's the whole thing. And that's the time I try to time it with when I'm writing, because it's like you want to feel that energy while you're writing.
Yeah. I do my best writing late at night. I do my best writing when everyone's asleep.
That's another secret where it's like the guys who write after the set.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where it's like I'm done. I'm gonna watch some. I'm gonna de-escalate now and go to sleep. Especially on the road, you're doing an hour, 2 shows. You're doing an hour, 2 shows, and then you come back. You're like, all right, I traveled all day. I want to de-escalate to go to sleep. But it's like, trick yourself a little bit. Go, let me just look at these notes.
Yeah.
Let me
Here's
just look
the
at the
thing.
notes that I have on the set that I just
It doesn't
did.
suck. That's the crazy thing about it. It doesn't suck to do. It's not like you hate it. It's not like painful.
No,
But you avoid it.
you avoid it. Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
weird.
you avoid it because you're like, now I did it. I'm done. I want to go to sleep. It's like, nah, just check in on it. Just check in on the act.
Even 20 minutes, you might yield one of your best punchlines. It's just like every now and then, like the universe will reward you if you put in that work.
Yeah.
You just sit down and put in that work.
Yeah.
I think that's with fucking everything in the world. Everything. I was watching this video today on Usyk's training, on Alexander Usyk, who's just, did you see that fight?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the best of all time. One of the absolute best heavyweights that's ever lived.
The thing that was remarkable about, and I agree, the thing that's remarkable about that fight is Dubois came out the first round and was aggressive. And I'm like, oh, right. Dubois is
fucking dangerous.
It's coming, dude. Mm-hmm. And he like, this is an opportunity and I'm not going to lose it. I'm like, and Usyk felt that. They said between rounds, he felt it. And he's like, okay, I can't let this guy get confidence.
Yeah.
So he stepped in the center of the ring and just started countering him and not giving up any more ground.
Yeah, and cutting these angles. These, like, he just downloads what you're doing and starts adding in feints. And Joshua said that when he fought him, that at the last round he had never been more tired in his life. He just couldn't believe how tired Usyk makes you because he's constantly feinting and moving. So I watched his training routine today. Jesus Christ, man! Like, no wonder he's in insane shape. He would swim sometimes for 5 hours a day. 5 hours of just laps in the pool. He starts his day at 4:30 in the morning. So 4:30 in the morning, he gets up, eats breakfast, and has his first training at 5. At 5, it's all conditioning. It's all like running, rowing, biking, takes a break, eats again, takes a little nap, back in the gym again like 2 hours, and then he's sparring, boxing, doing all that workout, then eats, takes a break, relaxes a little bit. Evening session is boxing. An evening session, he's sparring, he's hitting mitts, he's hitting the bag, gets up in the morning and does it all over again. And it's all like this. That's that reverse hyper that I was just showing you.
That's crazy.
That's the machine that Louis Simmons created that is fucking phenomenal for your lower back. It decompresses your back actively on the downswing and strengthens it on the upswing. And Louis, who is a genius, who was one of the only guys we ever traveled to do a podcast with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, I got to get this guy on film. He's a legitimate strength genius. And he developed that machine because he had a bulging disc. And they were like, oh, you got to get your disc fused, because he was a power lifter, fucking complete maniac, complete psychopath on steroids his whole life. He was an amazing person. And he was like, that doesn't make any sense. If compression is what the problem was, decompression will fix it. And he devised that machine to actively decompress on the downswing. So strengthening all the tissue around that and then decompressing it on the downswing.
Wow, that makes sense. He must have had did he have some kind of an engineering background? Oh, he must have to create that.
There's Louis, the fucking man.
To create that thing.
Such a fun guy to talk to, too. He's just such a fucking psychopath. An intelligent psychopath. And look at his back. West Side Rules.
Oh, my God.
Swords and knives and shit. Just a fun dude. But genius when it came to strength and conditioning. I mean, so many guys like... MMA fighters went and trained with him. Matt the Immortal Brown did a lot of training with him, and then used a lot of his stuff with Matt sells equipment now too. It's a lot of stuff that he worked on with Louis.
Right.
But it's like he'd have all these guys that were like these world champion lifters. I mean, these guys are fucking gorillas.
Gorillas, man.
Big shaved head gorillas.
Yeah.
But Louis was the man. This episode is brought to you by Rocket Money. Financial freedom, when you get down to it, is not worrying about money. But with prices these days, that's easier said than done. However, when you take control of your finances, when you know what's coming in and what's going out, when you properly manage and stay on top of your budget, that's when you can really start working towards your goals. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so that you can grow your savings. And that's the key to financial freedom. If you've got something you'd like to save for, Rocket Money can analyze your accounts to find the best time each month to put extra money aside. And Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. The app automatically scans your bills to find opportunities to save and then goes to work to get you better deals. Discover financial freedom, cancel your unwanted subscriptions, subscriptions and reach your goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/JRE today. That's rocketmoney.com/JRE. rocketmoney.com/JRE. And so that machine he devised just specifically for that. But Usyk's training, a lot of it is like ladder board, on the ground, the ladder where you're doing the steps.
Yeah.
It's like constant shuffling back and forth, spinning. It's all these punches with medicine balls. It's like when you watch him train, it makes sense because he's training specifically to move differently than everybody else does. It's all these constant movements and switches and angles and strength. And, he's a legit heavyweight now. He's 227 for the Dubois fight. And, this is coming from a guy who was the undisputed cruiserweight champion. So he's a small heavyweight, but the best heavyweights were small, except for Foreman and a couple other guys. Like Tyson was small. Ali was not big. He's exactly the same size as Ali when Ali was in his prime.
Holyfield
was not big.
Came this,
exactly.
Yeah. But he unified that cruiserweight division. Like he didn't get any gifts.
Nope.
There, he went around and unified it, and then moved up, and then unified. I mean, it's just what was the how many weeks is that training camp?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it has to be 3 months plus. I mean, I would imagine the most difficult opponent for him is Tyson Fury, because Tyson Fury's 6'9". He is an incredible boxer. He's one of the best boxers of all time, and regardless of any division. Just skillful. Yeah. Tyson Fury is a skillful boxer. He's slick and intelligent. And, people talk about, like, what's next for Usyk. Should it be Joseph Parker? Yeah, that would be a great fight. Joseph Parker deserves it.
Right.
But what I want to see before the hay's in the barn, I want to see one more
Fury.
Tyson, because Fury's the only one that's given him problems, the only one that came close. He hurt him to the body a bunch of times in his fight. He was lighting him up with the jab. Those fights were close.
They were very close.
They were close. I mean, Usyk almost stopped him in the first fight. I think it was the ninth round.
Yeah. He knocked him down,
and he pulled back when the referee was like calling it a knockdown, where he could have caught him one or two more times.
Right.
And that would have probably been a wrap. But other than that, like, no one has given Usyk the problem that Tyson Fury's given him. And I think you give Tyson one more shot at it where, I mean, he's training now. I know he's posting up a lot of stuff about his times. Like, he's doing a lot of endurance work now. And so he's gearing up. So
he can have a fight before? He's got to have another fight.
He doesn't have to.
No?
Nah, right into the fucking, come on, man. This guy's a veteran. He's been doing it forever. Right into the Fury. Right into the fire, rather.
See, I want to see Fury and Joshua.
Oh, yeah.
That's an all-England.
Oh, I'd love
bash.
To see that, too.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that, too.
That would sell out like Wembley.
Well, they're talking about doing...
They were supposed to fight many times a long time ago. It kept, they were supposed to fight. They thought they were on and the money was never right or something. But now with, like, Turki Al-Sheikh in the mix,
Well, it would, if they decided to do Parker versus Usyk, which is a great fight, I think that would be the fight that they would have underneath. That would be amazing. Tyson and Joshua. But they're talking right now about doing Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul.
I know, I saw that.
Jake Paul apparently wants that fight. And he agreed to, I think it was 99% to 1, where Joshua gets 99% of the money and he gets 1%. See if that's true. That's what I believe I read that online. That might be just some shenanigans. But look, regardless of what you think about Jake Paul,
I think Jake Paul's a great athlete.
Oh, for
sure. He's a
great
great athlete. I don't know if him or Logan placed in states in Ohio in wrestling. Like, it may seem like nothing to people on a national level, but if you're placing in states in Ohio,
they're both
you're
great
a great
athletes.
athlete. Yeah.
Both of them are great athletes.
Yes.
People think they're jokes because they were famous when they were kids. And that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Like Mario Lopez. People look at Mario Lopez like Mario Lopez is like Saved by the Bell guy. No, Mario Lopez can box.
Can fight.
He does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's a very good wrestler. I don't know if you've ever seen that guy that does I'll give you $1,000 if you could take me down. Have you ever seen that guy?
I love that guy.
I love that guy.
That guy's from my high school in Ohio.
What is his name?
I don't know.
I forget his name.
It's something Greek, but like he's a guy who he was a Ohio State champ and maybe a runner-up his senior year, and then he went to Cleveland State and was just a guy who was like, I don't think he did anything in college really, but the way he wrestles, I could see by the way he wrestles, and it's a good video series. It's just like very smooth, very smooth. He's very, very talented.
Oh, he's super talented. Yeah. Point is, Mario Lopez wrestled him and gave him a fucking great scramble.
That's really something.
A bunch of great rolls. A bunch.
That's
like,
great.
Mario Lopez is legit.
Yeah.
Like, really legit.
Yeah.
And you could say, fuck the Saved by the Bell pussy. I'll fucking smack him. That dude will fuck you up, man. Like, legit.
You can say all that until you get into it with him.
Giorgio Polis. I think.
That's his
Yeah,
name. That's
Giorgio
his name.
Polis.
Shout out to Giorgio.
Yeah.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because that guy wrestles dudes way bigger than him. So
Yeah.
check out this Mario one.
I love that.
So, by the way, Mario Lopez is in his fucking 50s.
I didn't see this one.
He's He's in his 50s. Now watch, scoot ahead a little so you can see some of this. Scoot ahead. There we go. Mario can fucking wrestle, dude. Like, legit wrestle and scramble and avoid takedowns. Oh, you got him there.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Mario shoots in on a single.
I love
Like,
that.
that's some good scramble.
Yeah.
And again, in his fucking 50s, man.
That's great.
He's also competing in jiu-jitsu, and I know he's won jiu-jitsu matches. Like, these are good fucking scrambles,
Yeah.
man. Legit.
Yeah, I love it. I love watching this series too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very,
No, the dude's good. And he's done it with some national champions and a bunch of...
He always does an interview beforehand. It's like, what discipline are you from?
Right.
How many years? And then he's like, what do you, from 1 to 10, 10 being you're going to take me down, what
Right.
do you think that the odds are that you take me down?
A lot of them say 10.
A lot of them say 10, dude. And some of them are really big guys, you know what I mean? It just goes to show you, it's like,
Yeah.
that guy's tough and he's a technician.
Well,
so.
that's the whole thing about grappling. It's technique. It's everything. It's everything. It's in jiu-jitsu and judo and everything. It's just about technique. There's this great old judo clip of this guy. I mean, I want to say he was in his 70s at the time. And it's a black and white film of all his younger black belts rolling with him, like doing standing, I don't know what they call it, standing judo practice. And he's like effortlessly avoiding these takedowns with balance and technique.
Right.
It doesn't ever look like he's like exploding
Yeah,
or
yeah.
really using a lot of force.
Yeah.
And just flips these guys to the ground. It's gorgeous to
Yeah.
watch. It's just like, my goodness. Because you're looking at that guy like that guy's not a brute. He's not some big, giant, 200-pound, muscled up,
Right.
fucking super
Yeah.
athlete that you just...
Yeah.
He's just technique, just
Nice
beautiful
and loose,
technique.
and it's
Oh.
it's very loose.
Yeah.
It's
See
like-
if you
it's
can
like-
find that, Jamie. It's like old judo guy trains with younger students. And it's old. It's like black and white.
I got the Jake Paul. There's a lot of rumors that it says that 1991 was accepted on his side, but I can't find like where he said it. I just like a lot of Instagram.
Maybe he doesn't
videos
care
and
about
stuff
the
it,
money.
but he
Like
might
Jake
have.
Paul, like probably doesn't care about the money.
Well,
but
he has plenty of money, and if he won, oh my God, if he beat Anthony Joshua, good Lord. I mean, that's a big if, right?
I mean,
Anthony Joshua,
I do not think-
Olympic gold
Yes.
medalist, former heavyweight champion of the world. What he did to Francis Ngannou,
I
like,
know.
good Lord.
Yes.
Do you want that smoke?
Yeah, I just think it's all about the promotion or whatever. I have no idea what the actual motivation is for that fight's not competitive at all.
Well, it's a dangerous fight.
Yeah.
Because Joshua's going to try to make an example out of him,
Yes.
for sure.
And will.
And will. I mean, Anthony
I know.
Joshua is one of the biggest one-punch KO artists ever.
Yes.
I mean, he's a one-punch fucking night guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's a great boxer, very skillful.
Yeah. The
But-
Ngannou fight, we all thought it's like Ngannou with Fury. It's like, wow, this guy's in the mix now. He's in the mix. Let's see what happens. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
The difference is Fury, I think, underestimated him.
Yeah.
I think Fury took him super lightly,
Right.
and he thought he was going to box his face off. And that power that Francis has is legendary. Francis is like a character from a comic book. I mean, he lived in Cameroon and he worked in the sand
Yeah.
mines when he was a boy. It's like the Conan origin story.
Right.
Like digging sand as a boy, just fucking.
Well, hopefully he got
Hey, here's
paid
the
for. He
guy.
got paid for it.
Here's the guy. Like, check out this old dude. And I think this dude, look at this shit, bro. I think this dude might have been 90 at the time.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. I don't know how old he is. How old does it say he is, Jamie? He's old as shit. However old he is, he's at least 70, and he looks to me like he's even older than that. Look how look how he's avoiding this. That's so relaxed,
Right,
man.
right.
Just the size of the guy that's trying to throw him, who's a judo black belt, who's towering over him.
Yeah.
Look at this. Bro, effortless.
I love that.
Effortless takedowns.
Yeah.
But look at this guy. Like this guy hitting that hip throw and not getting any movement off that old dude at all.
Right.
And look, the old dude's tiny,
Yeah,
man.
he's the tiny guy.
And everything he does is just super relaxed. He just knows where to be, where you can't throw him. Look, steps in the right position. He's not exploding. He just anticipates your movements and meets you there. It's like judo when you look at that,
Yeah.
man. I mean, he just threw a dude that's twice his size.
Right.
He throws them like effortless. It's kind of amazing, man.
It is.
And and you would think it's bullshit unless you've trained with a guy like that. And then you go, wow, this is nuts, man. It's just perfect like execution of that kind of technique.
Right.
It's
unreal.
And when you see it in wrestling too, it's like you see guys who they chain moves together, and as the guy's trying to do that, they're countering with this, and then next thing you know, they're on your back and you're down. Like, my God.
Yeah.
Such a underappreciated thing, wrestling. In
really
terms
is.
of like the way we appreciate
flow
sports.
of it too. I mean, I wrestled, but I was never that. I was never like could get that fluid.
Right.
You know what I mean? That fluid, that's really the guys who are like top notch.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter what program you come from. It's like you could see it. You could see this guy Giorgio, like he has it. It's the flow, like he'll shoot for something, and if that doesn't, he'll see where the leg, and he'll adjust on the fly.
Yeah.
It's like the improv of it is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's a really underappreciated sport in terms of like the way the public perceives sports. Everybody loves basketball, everybody loves baseball. We love all these sports, and no one appreciates wrestling, so it never had a professional outlet for whatever dumb reason other than MMA,
right.
where it dominates. If you look at MMA, like if you look at the disciplines of all the champions of all time, I think wrestling has a significant lead. I think there's more athletes that came from wrestling that became world champions than any other discipline.
Well, before everybody started cross-training, I think our training was the model. I might be wrong, but like our training, like wrestling practice was very hard. Mm-hmm. When I was in even in 8th grade, I was like, this is unbelievably harder than anything I've ever experienced.
Oh, yeah.
So I think everybody cross-trains now. Everybody kind of trains like that, but we were the first where it's like you get in, it's like you warm up, and it's just military-like in its execution of practice.
You have to be in
practice,
incredible
you're
shape.
just wiped out at the end of practice, and then you have to cut weight after that.
So then it's mental strength on top of that.
Yeah.
That's a giant factor with wrestling. And one of the things about wrestlers is they revel in the fact that they suffer more than anybody else.
Yes.
They like take it as a badge of courage.
Right.
It's like a badge of honor that they'll display. Like Mike over there, he fucking suffers more than anybody. That's why he wins. Mike's a psycho. He's up at 3 o'clock in the morning eating raw eggs. Like those are the guys that everyone was scared of.
But very few people have said wrestling is fun. Like basketball is fun. No one who's wrestled seriously is like, oh, it's fun. It's like it's not fun.
No.
Like the training is not fun. It's painful and it's suffering.
only fun if the guy you're wrestling sucks.
Yeah,
and you train a lot. that moment will
I know
be fun.
winning is great.
Oh yeah.
But the actual process of going to practice, I gotta practice. Like I gotta cut weight. It's like,
but it's one of the best character developers for young men.
absolutely. Absolutely.
The guys that I meet that are former wrestlers, competitive wrestlers, they're just a different kind of human being.
Yeah.
It's like military guys, like guys who have been through like Navy SEAL training there's a different kind of human.
Yeah.
Like you're dealing with a guy who can get through some shit that the average person is going to fold up under. And if you can learn how to do that and overcome that desire to quit when you're a kid, it's so valuable. It's so valuable for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. And it helps if you're not very good.
Yeah. Right.
If you're on the fence and you have to work for everything, it's like because you're coming across all kinds of adversity and stuff, and then you have to figure out. And then I can speak from experience. It's embarrassing to get pinned in a gym full of people.
Oh yeah.
It's not like losing a basketball game. Even football, what I love, the camaraderie of football. It's not losing a football game. Having your shoulder blades pinned down in front of everybody in a gymnasium is
against your will.
Against your will. It's like
it's totally
humiliating.
And the reality about fighting is if a guy can hold you down, he can beat you up. That's just how it works.
This guy who's my same weight can pretty much do whatever he wants to me.
Oh yeah.
So
take
that home with you.
And when you go up, when I wrestled, I remember the difference between like regular guys that would wrestle like in meets. You'd Malden, Massachusetts would wrestle against Newton, and we'd go to travel with them. The difference between that and then getting in there with like a state champion is like, oh, okay. This is and then you hear these guys go to camps every summer, and it's 24/7, 365. They're always wrestling.
Right.
There's no like wrestling season. I'm like, oh, I never catch up.
It's so funny because when you're in with a guy who's really good, You're mentally preparing yourself. It's like, I just got to take it to him. I just got to take it to him. I just got to go out there and be aggressive and take it to him. And then he's moving so fast that you're like,
You have no chance.
I can't keep up with this guy.
Yeah, you have no chance. And most people have no idea how helpless they are against a wrestler. There's a horrible street fight video that I watched the other day where this guy, they square off in the street. And this guy takes a swing at this guy, and this guy shoots in with a double, hoists this dude up into the air and power slams him on his head on the concrete, and then punches him in the face a couple times while he's completely unconscious. Then his buddies jump on him, and it's a fucking melee.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, well, I think
the buddy's pulling him off.
I think even that alone, man, you get a real powerful wrestler slams you on your head. I mean, you might not live. I don't know what happened to that guy, but I looked at that. I'm like, that guy could be dead. Guys die all the time from getting knocked out in street fights.
Yeah,
where they fall
hitting their head. Yeah,
that's how they die.
Yeah, but that's another video. It's like what happens afterwards.
Did you see that video from? There's a Cleveland Jazz Festival, Cincinnati. Cincinnati Jazz Festival, where this couple got jumped and this guy got beaten down and kicked, and then the girl is trying to separate it, and this guy punches the girl and KOs her, and she falls and bangs her head on the ground, and she's out cold with her eyes open. It's fucking horrifying.
Yeah, it's horrible to watch.
And people are like screaming and cheering, kick his ass, and unfortunately it's a bunch of black people jumping two white people, so it's even more problematic. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a horrible video, man, of the worst aspects of human nature. This fucking desire to beat people up for no reason. I don't know what the reason was. I don't know what happened.
Right. Those things are hard to watch. You have to watch cute pet videos after that in order to get yourself back, like a dog who befriends a cat.
I mean, as a man punched a woman right in the face and knocked her unconscious, and she bangs her head off the ground. Her eyes are out wide open. It's fucking horrible, man. That kind of shit could affect you for the rest of your life.
I'm sure.
You might not ever be the same. Like traumatic brain injuries like that, there's people that never come back from those.
Right. That's nuts.
It's nuts, man.
That's nuts, man.
You just can't go out. You can't.
Well, especially if it's a one-on-one fight, it's like I don't like that whole the shit talking back and forth. It's like fuck you, no fuck you. It's like, okay, what's gonna happen here? Like enough of this. Are we gonna fight? Is this a fight now, or like let's just do it and then get it over with?
One-on-one fights are stupid. They get you killed. People don't play by rules. It's dumb. It's almost always unnecessary. Just most people, it's just their ego gets involved and they think they're in a fucking movie.
Right.
And the amount of people that get in street fights that have no training, to me, is the craziest. I've watched so many videos where guys don't know what they're doing at all.
Right. They're just, you're right. The ego gets involved in it. They're in an argument and that transitions over into physical. But I think half the guys maybe don't think it's going to go into the physical. They're just like bluffing. Good at shit talking.
They're bluffing. Yeah, you gotta don't do that.
And sometimes it doesn't, and that's good, you know what I mean, or whatever. But like, I mean, when it does, and you're not ready for it, can be terrible.
It's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
There's a comic, I don't want to say his name, but he was a real angry dude who always yelled at people, and he got in this like yelling altercation with this fucking guy, and I pulled him aside. I go, hey, what the fuck are you doing, man? Do you even know how to fight? He's like, no. I'm like, have you ever been in a fight? He's like, no. I go, well, why are you calling this guy out to fight? This is crazy. Like, you're going to get killed. You're going to do it with some guy one day, and he's going to go, oh, this is going to be fun. This guy, I finally get a chance to beat the shit out of somebody. Some boxer or something is going to just beat your fucking face in, man. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You want your jaw wired shut for 6 months? Like, what are you talking about?
Especially with the health insurance companies these days.
Bro.
You never know what they're going to cover and what they're not going to not cover.
How crazy is that? Did you see the Ben Askren thing?
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
It's nuts, man.
The guy needs a double lung transplant.
I mean,
like,
how can that
not be covered? How can that not be covered?
But how can that happen in our society, man?
Exactly.
Like, what's going on?
It's profit over fucking humanity.
But how is it allowed to legally? How are they legally? I don't know the ins and the outs of it. But like, the legally allowed to be like, no, we're not covering that. It's just like the idea of a pre-existing condition was nuts to me.
What kind of pre-existing condition? I mean, he's got health insurance. He gets sick. Like, what are you talking about? He got pneumonia. He's got holes in his fucking lungs.
Right.
He needs double lung transplant, and you say, no, you have to die. Meanwhile, he gets the lung transplant. I think actually Jake Paul donated a bunch of money to it.
I heard that.
And some other folks did too. which is great because Jake Paul actually fought him in the past. They had a boxing match together, which should have never taken place. Jake flatlined him.
Oh, did he really?
Oh, it was terrible.
That Askren is super tough, man.
Yeah, he's a very tough guy, but he's not
Very
a
tough.
boxer.
Right.
He's never been known for having good hands. He was an amazing wrestler.
Yes.
But Jake stepped up and paid a big chunk of his medical bills.
That's awesome.
So he's training now. Again, he's posting videos, and he's, he weighs like 135 pounds right now, and he's got this giant scar across his chest, and his arms are like sticks, and he's on the bike working out again, and Ben's trying to put weight back on, and
Just trying to rehab. Yeah.
He's trying to get his body back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but I didn't watch the whole videos, but his face looks really
crazy.
good. Yeah.
He lost like 35 pounds.
Yeah.
And he was there for months, just rotting away. It's just
But
crazy.
he's he was a super, super tough wrestler.
Oh, dude, the Bellator days, if you go back and watch him in the Bellator days, he would just dominate guys. They would have no clue as to what he was doing.
Yeah.
He would take some of the best fighters in the world, and as soon as he grabbed a hold of them, they were fucked.
And that guy was known to have a motor. He would never get tired.
Yeah.
He wrestled at Missouri, I think.
Did he?
My friend Greg Warren was an All-American. He's a great comic, Greg Warren.
I know Greg.
You know Greg?
I worked with Greg back in
He's
the day.
unbelievable.
Yeah, funny dude.
And I wrestled and everything, but Greg was an All-American.
Yeah, he was a real legit wrestler.
Yeah, and he knows Askren.
Oh, okay.
And I met him at Nationals one year.
I
quickly.
always wanted Askren to fight in the UFC long before he did, and unfortunately, I think he did sort of the prime of his career in Bellator, and no one got a chance to see it.
Right.
Because that was when he was at his best, when he was fighting guys like Douglas Lima, who was another guy who people forgot because he was fighting so much in Bellator, but he was one of the best welterweights ever. He was one of the only guys to knock out MVP.
Wow.
Douglas Lima's a fucking beast, man. And Ben Askren got a hold of him and just ragdoll.
No kidding.
Yeah, Koreshkov, another guy, killer, fucking nasty spinning back kick. He was nasty. Nasty striker. Ragdoll. Ben got a hold of him. He was just throwing those guys around. They just gave him noogies. They couldn't do shit. There was nothing they could do to him.
That's really something.
Up.
Yeah, they couldn't get up. And he, I can't emphasize, a guy who never gets tired.
Yeah.
I always had to, pace out, and think about, it's how much energy is this? You kind of have to subconsciously go, how much energy is this going to take? Because I got to conserve my energy. It's that's just not a thing.
Well, that's
with
the
him.
guy. That's the difference between a guy who's constantly wrestling and doing it all of his life and doing camps and starting when he was a young boy.
Yeah.
And also his technique was so good. He's so unorthodox as well.
Right.
So efficient.
Yeah. So
You know?
efficient.
So efficient.
with the energy is a big thing.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah. I mean, if a guy doesn't have to be tense all the time, but it's this video that I watched with Usyk, it was very eye-opening. It was of course. He would do 15 rounds of 3.5 minutes with a 20-second rest. So he's preparing himself for a 12-round fight. He would do 15, but he would do 3.5-minute rounds, and he would do 20 seconds rest instead of 1 minute.
Yeah.
And if he touched his back to the ropes at any point in time, he would add another round.
That's nuts. That's great. That's really great.
Fucking animal.
I love that. It's like the Lomachenko. I didn't see the Usyk one, but I saw how Lomachenko trained.
Same trainer.
Yeah, the same kind. Oh, his
Same
father?
coach. Yeah.
His father
Lomachenko's
trains
yes,
Usyk, yeah.
exactly. Same coach.
And it's bananas, the coordination. Mm-hmm. He quit boxing as a young kid to learn Russian dance.
Well, that's why his footwork is so
his
crazy.
His footwork is insane.
His footwork's insane.
I would really like to have seen him fight Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Sure.
These guys, Tank and Shakur, are great. But they were calling him out, and it was after... I think Lomachenko was...
Well,
it's
I
after he
felt
fought Haney, and he was I'm kind of done. He fought Kambosos, and then that was... He wrapped on that.
I felt like he got robbed in the Haney fight.
I thought so, too.
I thought he won that fight.
I thought he won.
It was a bummer to me because I was this is kind of a great comeback story. The guy fights for Ukraine in the war, comes back, gets back into shape,
Right.
fights again, and I think...
And Haney's great, but he
great.
was much bigger than
Yeah.
Lomo. Lomo was he just looked
Featherweight.
very small. He looked like he was fighting at 35, but these guys are cutting down from God knows where.
Yeah.
Haney's fighting at 47 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's you could just see their builds.
Yep.
They look different.
Yeah, this is a different size. Different size
But
person.
Shakur, I'm saying Shakur looks about the same size as Lomo.
Also
naturally.
super skillful.
Super skillful.
Yeah,
And I
that-
was happy. I was happy his last
fight, best Philly shell since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
His fucking defense was incredible.
Yeah, defense, and he stayed. And that guy was putting the guy from Golden Boy. I can't remember his name who he fought, but was just a good fighter and was
Yeah.
really pressuring him. And Shakur stayed in the pocket.
Yeah.
He stayed in the
He
pocket.
also
Because
said
people
he's
were
not going
calling
to
him
fight
a
that
runner
way
before.
anymore.
He's not a runner, yeah.
But he said after that fight, I'm not going to fight that way anymore. He said I took too many shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he wanted to like put on a show
Yeah.
and show everybody he's not just a runner. He could stand in the pocket.
Right.
Then he's like, why am I doing this? I'll box the shit out of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Which
a
I
silver
get,
medalist,
too.
that guy.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Yeah.
elite. He's elite.
Yeah.
And just one of the best, like, as far as skill.
What do you think of Crawford Canelo?
I love it.
Do you?
Yeah, I love that.
See, I don't.
Crawford wants to do it.
I don't love it. I
Why?
think it's Crawford's last fight, so I'm happy he's going to cash out, and I'm rooting for him. But I would like to see him stay at 54 and fight Virgil Ortiz.
I'd like to see that too,
Yeah.
but the big money is Canelo.
I know.
And why not do it? I mean, what a ballsy move. You go 47 to 54 and you go, fuck 60. You'll go right up to 68. That's crazy. Because he's really not even at 54.
No.
He's taken the fight at 54. He took Madrimov because it was a big fight.
Yeah.
Wins another world title.
Right. And he won that fight. People were like trying to discredit, like, he fought, first of all, Terrence fought great.
Yeah.
Madrimov is great. He's a
Madrimov
great
is
fighter.
good, dude.
And fought him differently than
Yeah.
he fought every other guy.
Yeah, because
he did fight him differently. Yes.
He's dangerous.
And
he's
Madrimov is a
big.
great athlete. Anybody who does a backflip
Yeah.
in the ring, like
Yeah.
that guy, he's a great athlete. And he is like all these Eastern Bloc fighters always have like 7. They're like 7-0. And it looks like nothing. It's like, yeah, but he has 400 amateur fights.
Exactly. Like Artur Beterbiev. That's
man,
a
that
perfect
guy's a
example.
beast.
He had like 300 amateur fights. So
Yeah.
did Lomachenko. They have hundreds of
Yeah.
amateur fights. And then by the time they get to the professional ranks, like, yeah, this isn't a regular 1-0 guy.
No.
These are guys that just they can do stuff that you can't even imagine being able to do.
They're unreal. So who do you have in the fight?
I would listen. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great fight. You're dealing with 2 all-time greats. Crawford's one of the best switch hitters, I think, since Marvin Hagler, and one of the most skillful boxers alive. And then you have Canelo, who probably isn't the same guy as he was just like a few years ago.
Right.
But still one of the greatest of all time. Still has brutal knockout power. You know, I mean, if you go back to like some of his, you know, like more impressive fights from a few years ago, like the Amir Khan KO, you know, like the Billy Joe Saunders KO, like
Yeah.
those KO, like he's probably not that guy anymore,
Yeah.
but he's still young enough that he's still like pretty close to his prime and one of the best of all time.
I'd like to see him fight David Benavidez.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I think that the WBC should have forced that fight. I know he's the draw of boxing and he's the face of boxing and all that stuff, but
it says a lot that he doesn't want that
can't,
fight.
You can't let the inmates run the asylum, for lack of a better phrase. You have to force the fight. Patrick Mahomes comes into a football season. He doesn't automatically go to the playoffs.
Right.
He's got to play every game. And if he loses enough games, he has to go on the road in the playoffs. It's like the WBC should have forced Canelo to fight David Benavidez. Because that's not fair that David Benavidez has to go up to 75 now.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to wait to see the winner of the Better Beef Bivol fight.
Yeah. Well, that was the fight. The fight, I mean, for Mexican bragging rights too. You know, and
What a great fight. And in
Amazing
no
fight.
way do I think that Canelo was afraid of him or anything. He's just trying to maneuver his career with the least risk
the most money.
and the most money.
I think he said he wanted to fight him, but he wanted like $200 million or something crazy like that.
I mean, but it's your mandatory defense at 68. It's your
But-
mandatory. How do you choose? I know you're the face of boxing, but how do you choose? The WBC got to force that, man.
Yeah, but maybe the Saudis will cough up that money eventually. Like maybe he beats Crawford, and then they say, listen, like Turkey Al-Sheikh decides, what does this say? David Benavidez, they offered Canelo $70 million to fight me. That's before pay-per-view. They offered me a flat fee of $5 million, and I said yes. Then we never heard back. Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe for him, $70 million is not the number he wanted. Maybe he thinks the Saudis will give him $200. They might. Look, if he beats Crawford, that might be the move.
But it speaks to how boxing is organized.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's goofy.
It's like not organized. It wants to be respected as a sport, but it's not organized that way.
Well, there's so many sanctioning bodies. You know.
Yeah, I say clean them out.
Yeah.
Clean out those sanctioning bodies.
It's hard
one
to
title.
do though, because if someone's offering someone a world title fight, They can make so much more money as a world champion. You know, like you win the WBO. Let's say like Canelo vacates some titles and a guy picks it up. He's still a WBO champion or a WBC champion or WBA or IBF or IBO. But that's the problem is that there's so many world champions. Whereas in MMA, like you can be a Bellator world champion, but everybody knows you're not really the world champion unless you're the UFC world champion in terms of public perception. Yeah. There's guys I think that were Bellator champions that could have won in the UFC at that same weight class, and there's guys that did. Like Eddie Alvarez came over from Bellator. He was a world champion, and he won the world title in the UFC. Guys did it, but the reality is most people think of a world champion as a UFC champion. But in boxing, the WBA champion is thought exactly the same way as the WBC champion. It depends on who it is. Right. You know what I mean? Like if if it was Mike Tyson in the early days and he had the WBC belt and you had a WBA belt, you weren't the champion. Mike Tyson was the champion. Everybody knew it. But other than those kind of examples, you know, where there's one guy that's just the ultimate in that weight class, a world championship is worth a lot of money. So it's hard for guys to say no and just say, look, I'm only going to fight for the Ring Magazine belt. That's what the Saudis own, and they're going to make everybody fight everybody, and it's going to be the most amount of money. Because I think that's what they're kind of angling towards.
Structuring it differently?
Yeah.
Because that's what needs, I mean, in my opinion, that's what needs to happen. It needs to be structured differently, and there needs to be, like, the fights need to be forced. And you know what? You have to let go of the draw a little bit. Like, well, this fight is not going to, it doesn't matter if it draws or not. We need this fight to happen so that we can get the best champion.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we can get the real champion here.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if it's not technically a good matchup. Right. It has to be forced.
It means something to be the number one contender. It means something. But then if you do that, you never get fights like Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. Right? You only get those fights, those fun fights, if someone's like, okay, let's just try this.
Right, but I think that's what they're like prop fights. I don't know if I call them that, but like what Floyd is doing now, Mayweather. Right. He's like, he kind of deserves to do that. Like he's like outside, he's retired, and he's like, I'm putting on these fights, and if he can get paid for them, good for him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that's outside of what we consider real competition.
Yeah, well, this is different because Floyd's 50. Right. This is a different thing.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about...
And what Jake is doing, too. What Jake Paul is doing, too. He's like, I challenge this guy. And it's like, that's fine. And that's fun.
Right.
But is that the highest level of... If he fought Better Beef, or the Anthony Joshua thing is crazy to me, too. But it's like, if he fought Better Beef, it's like...
Yeah, Better Beef would be the fight. That would be the fight. That would be fun to watch. Because you can't run from Better Beef. No. He's terrifying.
No, he's terrifying.
He's 40
and he's
too.
Technically sound. Yeah. He's 40. These guys are all older because of their amateur careers.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Usyk's 38, which is also crazy. He's in his prime at 38. But I think a big part of that is it speaks to his discipline that he stays in such insane shape.
Who's that? Usyk.
Usyk. Yeah, he doesn't let himself. And Better Beef as well. There's some amazing videos of Better Beef. Yeah. Very similar kind of training methods. Like it's Russians and Ukrainians and Better Beef's Chechnyan. It's like these guys...
Chechnyan, Muslim, doesn't drink, disciplined lifestyle. And then this is funny because they ask these guys about who's your favorite boxer. He's like, I really don't watch it. This is my job.
Crazy.
He goes, this is my job. This is my job. I come, I do my job. I go home to my family.
Crazy. You don't watch boxing?
You don't watch boxing?
That's nuts. You're one of the best ever. You don't watch boxing?
Who's the Denver Nuggets guy? Who's the... he's another guy who says that after they won the NBA championship. Jokic, he's another guy. He won the NBA championship. He's like, nah, it's fun. It's fun. We celebrate, and I go home with my family now. I don't think about basketball.
He doesn't even get emotional when he wins, but his horse won, and he broke down crying. Oh, did you see it? There it is. Emotionally celebrates after his horse wins a race.
That's so great.
So his horse won a race, and he was fucking crying. He's like, this is the greatest thing of all time. Look at him. He's so happy. So happy. So if you watch, when they had him in the stand, there's a video of him at the end of it.
Oh, that was a bad video, but yeah.
That's not a video. That's not the same video. But so when his horse did win, he was like crying and so happy. Meanwhile,
he wins. It's like something he's been working for his whole life. He's like, I don't know.
Maybe that's the secret to success. Yeah. He stays zen about it.
Well, they look at it like it's a job. They prepare mentally, and these guys are very mentally tough.
Yeah.
And they prepare for it like a job, and then they go and do the job, and they're like, this isn't my life. It kind of dials back some of the ego on it, which I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm this guy. It's like, no, I'm doing this, and then when I retire, I'll just be a guy.
Yeah.
No one thinks about that in America. Everybody's like, no, I'm gonna go to, and I get it. It's like I'm gonna go to the next thing. Maybe I can, parlay this into something else, or
be The Rock.
a vitamin water.
Yeah.
I can have a cologne. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying to parlay it into something else to make more money. But, but I don't know, man. These guys, they have the eye of the tiger.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
We played a few times on this podcast Serbian basketball. When they play basketball in Serbia and how the crowd is, and you're like, oh my God, this is like you're stepping into a fucking gang war.
Yeah.
The crowds are so electric. They're so into it, like aggressively into it.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, these people from that part of the world are hard people. And when they're coming over here, they're dominating in MMA.
Yeah.
They're dominating in boxing.
Right.
Like, that's a tough part of the world that's been racked by war for hundreds of years. What is this, Jamie?
Just another.
This is
Serbian basketball
Serbia?
game. Yeah.
Bro, they're starting fires. What are they doing?
Yeah, flares and fireworks and shit. They're outside.
Oh, it's an
That
outside
would have been funny if they were
basketball
inside
game?
doing fireworks.
Bro, they have outside basketball games? That's pretty wild,
awesome.
too. Wow. It's like, look at this fucking crowd, dude. It's just nuts how hyped up they get.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. It's a different world.
It's so funny. People go, the Eagles fans are really tough. It's like, I don't know, how about these guys?
Yeah. Have you ever seen that game that they play? I think it's called Calcio Storico. Calcio Storico. It's like a combination of rugby and MMA. And they do it in Italy, and they do it at a couple other places. They do it in Croatia, too.
Oh, I think I did see that.
So, bro,
yeah,
these
it's like
guys-
a rugby, right?
But it's fighting. So they get together as teams, and they've got a ball. I don't know what the fucking deal is with the ball, but they beat the fucking piss out of each
These
other.
guys just look rough.
Animals. Like animals. Look at that guy. He's rubbing his hands together. I can't wait to fucking brain somebody. And so these guys stand outside each other, and they're having gang fights. Like, this is the beginning of there's a ball involved. I don't understand the need for this ball. But look, while that ball's moving around, these guys in the middle are just beating the shit out of each other. They're wrestling. They're fucking shooting takedowns, body slamming each other's elbows to the face on the ground. It's nuts. It's the craziest fucking game. Like, this is back when people needed something to do in between war. You know? They needed something to stay sharp. And so they developed a game to make their fucking war ability honed tight while they, ramp up their team.
The refs are dressed like
camaraderie
jesters.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's probably how cool people dressed back when they invented this.
But it's
crazy
interesting.
fucking
I wonder if they're scoring for the individual fights that they're having.
What are you saying, Jamie?
I want to see how someone scored. What is the point
Yeah,
of this?
there's
They're
no
not doing
point.
anything.
There's no point. Who's got the ball? What's
Standing
happening?
around.
These guys are just beating each other up. And this guy's grabbing a hold of the fence there. You're allowed to hold the fence. There's like almost no rules.
If someone scores here about, like, did they win the fight or did they get where's the goal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think
I
they
know
care
what the
about the
point
goal. I
is,
think they
yeah.
want to punch you in the face. I mean, it's a crazy game.
Well, it's 3-2.
Like, look, this
I don't know
guy
what that means.
gets taken down out of nowhere. He's nowhere near the ball.
That's
This
it?
guy's mounting him, beating his ass, and the guy runs across with the ball. I don't understand. Look at their stupid shorts. They're wearing tights and shit. Like, the
Yeah.
clothes they wear are ridiculous. Was that guy got something stuck to his back, like a needle? Look at his back.
Oh, yeah.
He's got like a piercing, it looks like a fucking, like a pin.
There's no one stopping the fight either, so this must be part of it.
Yeah, he's got like a safety pin through his back.
Maybe he's the captain of the team.
Yeah, you got to pull that off to win. Like, this is nuts.
Oh, maybe that is something.
I mean, it seems like you just kind of grab that.
Yeah.
It's a crazy ass sport, man. And look, while these guys are mounted on top of each other while the game's going on, guys in side control, it's chaos.
Full contact soccer.
Yeah. Look, this guy's running and the other guy just mounts him, starts beating his ass.
It's kind of entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking for sure entertaining. It's violent. Violence is in it. But look, all these guys in the middle, they're not even stopping this guy from running because they're
Right.
too busy mounting people. And he gets through.
I'll score.
All right, that guy scored.
Oh, you look at he did it casual. Nutty ass game. But that's the point. It's like those people from that part of the world,
Yeah.
they've been involved in some wild shit for
Right.
a long time. Long
That's
time.
Europe. That's Europe. Is it Europe?
That is in Florence, I believe. That's Italy. But I know, like I said, they do it. They do that in Croatia as well. That same sport. There's just hard people out there in the world while we're all arguing over pronouns in your Twitter bio.
We're arguing with each other on. That's really funny. It's like arguing with each other on Twitter, and those guys are doing that. That's what Twitter would look like if it was physical.
Yeah, sort of. There'd be a lot of guys crying. Are you on the Twitter? Do you have
I
you
used
figured out a
to.
way to stay off of it?
Nah, I'm off of it. But
Good
I
for
used to
you.
write jokes on that, and now it's like just.
It's
That
not worth
doesn't
it.
benefit you to write jokes on it anymore. Now it's confrontation is what the algorithm loves. So unless you're trying to, at least the way that's the way I view it. It's like unless you're trying to take somebody down or have an argument, that spurs the algorithm. So I don't want to do any of that.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
I'm focused on front-facing Instagram videos now.
Front facing.
Yeah, you talking to your phone. That's what people love now.
Is that what you're doing?
I have to do it to promote my shows. There you go. Well, the Ozzy Osbourne death is crazy, right, guys? Prince of Darkness.
Oh, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's like talk about
Comment
whatever.
on stuff.
Comment. It's kind of like what Twitter was, but I don't know. It's always changing, and you hear that this is what is getting views, and you're trying to sell tickets.
I get it, but I mean, I'm glad I don't have to do it.
Yeah. Well, I put stand-up clips. Stand-up clips is really my bread and butter.
Oh, that's the big thing.
Yeah.
A great stand-up clip will push you right into headliner, and if you're a beginning comic, like even before you're ready, there's guys that they start out, they've been doing comedy for 3 years, they got a good 10 minutes, and they put that 10 minutes online, and then boom, they take off. Now you have to write a whole hour
Right.
outside of that 10
Right.
minutes, and you have to headline like it's just a rush job to kind of get it through, but
You have to figure out how to fill that space. Everybody has different challenges. So the guys who do that, then they're filling clubs, and now they got to figure out how to get people their money's worth in those
yeah,
clubs.
you have to construct a real hour.
You have to construct an hour, or like say you got famous off crowd work or something. It's like that's mostly what you're doing then, crowd work.
That's different. That you can do. Like that's pretty easy. Not easy, but you can fill time. Whereas like if you're the hardest for me, I think not for me, I don't do it. But the hardest, in my opinion, is non sequitur guys. You know, guys like Stephen Wright.
Right.
Like that kind of thing. Like one absurd non sequitur into another. There's no like through line.
Right.
It's all just like things that are totally unrelated. Here's another thing I noticed. You know, and
So hard to write an hour that way.
oh my God.
Yeah.
Like I think Stephen Wright and the other one was Mitch Hedberg. It's a very similar style.
Right.
Non sequiturs.
Fantastic too.
Amazing.
But very hard and time consuming to put an hour together.
Oh
that
my
way.
God. I mean, you have to write if you're doing that. You
But
know-
those clips, I mean, those clips do well. You know, if you put work into the clip, the trick of it is developing the material fast enough in order to put it out.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's like
where
that you're
drugs
not
come
you're not coming up with that every day, and I don't know if the general public realizes that. You're almost better off for online loosely talking about a subject and putting that up, rather than really sitting in the pocket and developing it the way that we do.
Right. Because it's a lot of times like the guys are like really good at ranting. Like Burr is really good at it, and Tim Dillon's the best at it.
Yeah.
Where they just take a subject and rant. That's a great premise factory, because you're going on these rants for with Dillon, he'll do a rant for like an hour.
Right.
A couple of minutes in there, you could probably develop into material.
Right.
And then you're doing that all the time. So you've
But the thing is, you have to stop. And that's the thing with journaling. People are like, you should journal. And I tried it. I tried a different technique. Like, get up and just journal. Don't worry about the jokes. Just journal every day. So you're journaling every day. And it's like now you have a lot of premises, but none of it's developed. So you can't journal every day. Then when you have like a week of journaling, it's like now you have to go back through the journal and you have to see you have to pull it out and then develop these ideas.
When you say journaling, so you sit down and write. You write about your life. Or
Yeah.
do you write about
Write
And
about your
then-
life, or if like you write about a topic that you're interested in, that's gnawing at you. But there's so many funny or potentially funny things that happen to you every day that if you would just journal, you bring it to light. But if you don't journal, it's kind of like these things just
They slip away.
they slip away. But if you journal and it's like, oh, that was funny, just getting on a plane now is hilarious. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many different things, and you interact with so many different, just these small interactions with people, and it's something that could go south, You know, it could go south. It could be okay. And I got off the plane coming here. It just gets me every time. It happens almost every time I travel. I think I'm drawing it to me. It's like there's a natural progression of how the plane deboards. It's like people from the seats, they just get off the plane according to where your seat is. You're getting off first if you're closer to the entrance of the plane. That's the way it's designed to go. There's always somebody who gets their bag and runs to the front of the plane. And you're like, what are you doing, dude? We all want to get off. Unless you have a connecting flight, we all want to get off. What are you doing?
I know. People get mad at those people. There was a video recently where a lady did that and people were yelling at her. But
it turns into a great clip. Somebody videos it, and it's an altercation, and it turns into a viral clip.
How about that lady that said that like someone on the plane wasn't real? Remember that? She said someone was like shape-shifting?
Yes.
I bet she's a lot of fun. I bet that lady's a lot of fun.
I bet she's great. She's really fun at parties. It's like there's an imaginary person, and then they're like, there was no imaginary person. I was like, I was having a bad day.
Not just imaginary person, but yell it out in the middle of a plane that's in the sky. Was it already in the sky? Or did she get kicked off the plane when it was on the ground?
Yeah, I think that.
I think it was in
the
the
sky. So it was before? Was it in the sky?
I think it was.
Imagine you're on the plane with a lady that says that someone's not real, and you go, okay, one of two things is going on here. Either she's nuts or I'm in a horror movie, right? Because if she's right, you know, and then like you look back, you're like, hey, what's going on with that guy's skin? It's like, and it starts bursting and fucking separating, and it's like John Carpenter's thing. Like, fuck.
Turns out she was right. He wasn't real. He was morphing into something else.
Yeah, the odds of that are very small, but in movies, it's very high. So it's like, it's hard. You got to take it with a grain of salt. She might be right. Imagine if she was right. Oh, God. And you have to find out. And there's no communication on a plane. The plane just goes in the middle of the ocean. There's a fucking person who turns into an insect on board. He starts attacking everybody. Or a chest burster, like from that movie Alien. Fuck. Why did it have to be me?
Anything could happen.
And then nobody believes it.
No one believes it.
Yeah, and then it becomes a conspiracy theory that people like autistic people obsess about on the internet. They know what happened, and
But that's they never follow up with what actually happened to her. What's her life like now?
She's on a podcast with Conor McGregor.
Yeah, she's popping up in his place. She was on Barstool doing stuff there for a while.
Oh, but she's doing something with Conor McGregor. Yeah, that's why I brought her up.
Yeah, he posted her today that she's going to be at his.
Maybe she could do something with the Hawk Tua girl. You know what I mean? Maybe they could, because her career has kind of.
Maybe they could both go to Gaza and solve all the food problems. They could figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll
put our best people on it.
She's going to the inn that he owns?
Yeah, I think it's just like, like an appearance or something like that.
She does appearances?
That's it. She's been on the internet now that was two
funny.
years ago.
That's very funny. She complained about somebody disappearing, and now she's doing appearances.
She probably sells better than Joe List. It's a travesty.
There
she is.
She's described as a marketing executive too, so I don't know that was fake, but
crazy
she definitely
plane
ran with
lady.
It.
After she had a meltdown on a flight in 2023. What did she say she saw?
I was reading through it because they did do a follow up here where there's police.
Is that her down there?
Yeah.
Oh, she's hot.
Yeah.
Why does she look
that always helps,
different?
Joe. That always helps.
Look
if
at
she's
that
hot.
the initial photo of her. Start at the top. How does that become? Scroll down. How does it become that? What happened? That looks like a different person.
Yeah.
Plain outfit.
Scroll down though.
Makeover.
Lost some weight, tighten everything up.
Right.
She's making the best out of it. Okay, so what is she saying?
Oh, different.
She's in the spotlight. She's remained in the spotlight since, appearing on podcasts, YouTube shows, and giving tours of her sleek Texas home. Oh, she's Texas crazy. Even better. Even better. That's armed crazy.
Here was when it actually happened, and they followed her out. And I was trying to read through here.
So what was she saying? I don't care if I ever fly with y'all again. I just want to know what happens to this flight here.
I'm not crazy. Y'all's crazy.
Yeah. Do not let that flight leave. This flight's not going to make it to Orlando. It's not going to. Looking out the windows as they escort her, Gomez says there's a lot of people on that flight. So she really believes that there's something on that flight. Maybe she took an edible. Maybe someone slipped her a Mickey. Like, what did she say she saw?
I know that she was smart enough for a while to milk it and tell you, I'll tell you on this next podcast what was really real.
That motherfucker's not real, she said. And she's 38, so it's like a MILF MILF kind of crazy.
But imagine
It's
if
my
you're the
favorite kinda
guy
crazy.
she's saying that you're not real, and you're just right there.
Right, just
She's
chilling.
like, you're not real. It's like, but
chilling with a hoodie on, trying to watch a YouTube video on your phone. This fucking crazy bitch is screaming at you.
that's a great story. That's what I'm talking about, journaling. What if you sit next to her on a plane? She flips out, tells you you're not
what a
real.
gift that would be if you could tell the audience that you were a guy that was on the flight with that motherfucker's not real lady.
Here's the quote she said, which is,
Okay.
she thought the plane was going to blow up.
Oh.
Why?
Didn't-
I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off. That motherfucker back there is not real. You can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to. Like, what? Who's not real? Who's the guy?
I mean, motherfucker could have been
Look at her
anything.
out there talking to the
Yeah.
cops. Look at her. She's got
The
her
cops
phone.
explain-
She's pointing
Yeah,
her
because she
phone
didn't.
at the
I don't think she
cops.
got arrested. I think she calmly explained to the cops that someone wasn't real.
Oh, that's so funny. Who's the guy, though? I want to know who the guy is.
That guy's not real.
That's the guy we should be interviewing. Like, she's just trying to... She appears more lucid at this point, but remains combative with officers. One says to her, I can tell you're having a bad day. We're not trying to make it any worse. To which she responds, my dad's a cop. Fuck you, dude.
That's got nothing to do with anything. My dad's a cop. I love that.
She got into the evidence room, Jack. There's something happened there. That's very funny. I want to know who the guy is.
Yeah.
She could have been saying motherfucker not as a person. Could have been I don't know. The
Well,
plane, the back of the plane's not real.
Yeah.
Something on there's not real. She called it.
Yeah.
a
I like how
motherfucker. I don't
she
know.
blurts, I might never fly again.
This
It's
bitch,
like threatening us.
That might not be your choice. Fucking psycho.
I'm gonna take the bus.
Who's gonna put you on a plane when you said someone's
All right, here we
not
go.
real?
Now you go. The incident, something about her AirPods losing, and she accused someone of stealing them. But I don't know. Then it just doesn't follow up on that.
Oh, that could be somebody. Oh, that could be. That actually makes some sense. Where it's like that someone stole her.
So she thought the plane was gonna crash because someone stole her iPad. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it rolls deep.
She's saying the plane is gonna go down. They're not gonna live. Everyone's gonna die because someone stole her iPods. None of that makes any sense. She's kooky. She's fun.
Yeah,
I bet
that's
she's a lot of fun.
very fun.
Yeah. She probably gets on tables at bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's probably one of them. This
Well,
is
she's
my
successful now.
song.
Oh, she's the girl at the comedy club. It's my birthday.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she'd be the best in the front row. You'd be so happy.
Oh my god.
She's gonna come to your shows now.
No, but it's really something. It's reflective of our society is that she parlayed that into some level of fame. I'm sure she has a podcast. I'm sure she has all kinds of that's
Well,
her character now.
Conor McGregor was Instagramming about her today. So there you go. Yeah. And the
I mean, it's
Hawk Tua
something.
girl. I mean, she made it all the way to a pump and dump Hawk Tua coin. You ever
Is
hear
that-
Metzger talk about it? He's got the fucking best bit about it. About the Hawk Tua coin.
No. I saw him last night though.
He's such a lunatic. I love that dude. He's so funny. He's just so nuts. But he had this like who would have thought? Who would have thought that would be a ripoff? The Hawk Tua coin? like as if you just
He was connecting Taylor Swift to Epstein last night. I saw him last night. He's like, Taylor Swift, you don't think that there's something in the lights at those concerts that make you have amnesia? I'm like, Kurt, I don't know, Kurt.
What, he's
I've known you for
serious?
20 years.
No, serious?
Yeah, he's connected. He's
serious.
connected, and then Tommy Pope. I love.
Wait a minute.
Tommy.
The lights give you amnesia? This is
Yeah,
what you're saying?
he brought it up. I said, no, Kurt, I never. I said, Kurt, I never heard of that. And he goes, no, it's real. And then he brought it up on his phone, and sure enough, it was on his. It was the lights. They pay hundreds of dollars for these tickets, and then the lights at the Taylor Swift concert make you forget that you were at a concert. They make you have amnesia.
How is that possible?
I don't know. What's even crazier
that,
to me is how he
Jimmy.
connected it to Epstein. But he did it.
Transient global amnesia. Taylor Swift fans report
Yeah.
post-concert forgetfulness.
Exactly. Maybe the plane girl wasn't
But-
wrong.
But here's my take on this. She is in this rare air right now, like the Beatles, like Elvis in his prime, where it's an emotional experience being in her presence if you're
Right.
a Taylor Swiftie. Those fans are diehards. She sells out stadiums,
Yeah.
multiple shows in stadiums, right? I think it's probably so emotional for them when they're standing in front of her and she's singing that afterwards they're so spent and racked, they're probably like, what happened? It's probably like such a
Right.
crazy
Yeah,
experience.
the Beatles had that effect, and
Yes,
Elvis. The women would be
Elvis.
like crying
They'd
and
faint.
shaking.
They'd faint. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson in his prime. They'd faint. People would faint if they saw him live. They'd faint.
That's interesting.
That's way more likely
But what
than
about the lights?
CIA. What,
But what about the lights
I-
causing seizures?
guarantee you I go to that fucking concert and I come out with a perfect memory. Okay? Not that I don't like Taylor Swift. I
Right.
like some of her songs. I really do. One of her songs is on No Body, No Crime. It's a great fucking song. It's on our Spotify playlist.
But it wouldn't cause you to have amnesia?
I'd be fine. I'd be fine. I'd say, what a great show. She's really talented.
Right.
I wouldn't go, what happened? What happened? But I tell you what, I did see the Rolling Stones when they were at Coda, and I felt like I was on a drug. Like I didn't feel like it was real. Like when they went out onto that stage, Mick Jagger's on that stage, button your lip, baby. Like you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
I can't believe he's real.
Right.
Like I was standing there with my friend Bobby, who owns the racetrack, and I was going, I don't feel like I'm really here. This feels like a drug. This feels crazy. Like I'm watching Mick Jagger and Keith Richards.
Right.
And they're live.
Right.
They're right there.
Right.
It's like there's like 100,000 people. It was a huge fucking crowd.
Yeah.
I was like, this is nuts, man. This feels fake. So I'm probably not, I'm a giant Rolling Stones fan, but I'm probably not as big a Rolling Stones fan as these Swifties are.
Right.
Like they're her god, or she's their god, rather. Like you go to see
But
that.
for that to be enough of a thing to warrant an article on the internet? I mean, that's pretty
Bro, this is
crazy. I
good.
mean,
Somebody at Yale started a study on it. I'm trying to see if
Of course they did.
followed up on it.
I want to know what they do. Are they a gender studies professor? Like what kind of scholarship have you gone to get that position? Do you happen to have a certain heritage that's profitable? What are you doing?
but yeah, I didn't think it was a thing either. And Kurt is like,
He's
Kurt's a great comic, man. He's so
Oh, he's a very funny guy.
funny and he's great. But it's like 5 minutes into the conversation, I'm like, Kurt, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know I don't know what this is.
Is a CIA plant. Everybody is like you've been put there by the Rockefellers or. I'm so glad he and I are friends, and we've been friends for so long that he doesn't think I'm some sort of a plant. That'll be a real problem.
That would be something.
If Kurt leans in on you, he really thinks.
Oh, you don't think?
Yeah. Oh, you don't think?
Oh, you don't think?
And you don't know? You don't know about the thing that happened in '73? You don't know about the
You don't know.
Kissinger thing?
It's
the
like-
Kissinger thing? You don't know? Like,
It's like, Kurt, I don't know any of this, Kurt.
I can't. I tell him sometimes before I go on stage, I'm like, I have to be on stage in 5 minutes. I can't do this. Right now, I can't do this. I'll be in my head with what you said on stage going, what the fuck is going on? Is he right? I'll be Googling shit. Is this true?
Hey, Kurt, I love you, but not right now.
Oh, I tell him
can't
all the
do
time. He'll fucking corner you, dude. He'll corner you, and he looms over you. He's a big goon.
He's 6'5".
Fucking goon.
Kurt's 6'5", and then he went on stage and destroyed destroyed in the funniest way. It's like completely original. It's
He's ready to do a
completely
special.
him.
He's going to do a special and film it at the club. I'm
That's
very excited.
great.
Very excited about that. He's the man. We got a great crew down here. It's really fun.
I was there last night, man. It was awesome.
How many days are you in town for?
I'm out now.
You're out now tonight?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'm going to come back and try to do some more podcasts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And,
yeah,
from
there's a
the
lot
guys.
here now. A lot of people are here now. Duncan Trussell's here now.
But I've headlined the
Segura.
club several times, and I love it every time, man.
It's a fun
I
place.
text you every time I'm here. I'm like, it's the best, man. It's
I'm
awesome.
very happy. That makes me very happy.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to do, and I feel super lucky that we pulled it off. It's hard to do. You know, a lot of things have to line up perfectly to be able to get a club
bet.
like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the staff. That's a huge part of it.
And but
Huge part of it.
you could tell it was designed by a comic,
Yeah.
the club, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, designed by me, but also with a lot of input from everybody else. Like Hinchcliffe had a lot of input. Louis C.K. had a lot of input. Brian Simpson had a lot of input. All the guys that are regulars at the club, Ron White, everybody had their say. Like I basically said, I don't have like a absolute fixed position on anything. You can tell me what you think. would be better.
Right.
And so a lot of the stuff, like the lights inside the green room, when the light goes on,
That's fantastic.
for each room, so
Yeah.
you know who's got the light, the
The
star,
time.
the time that someone's on stage,
Yeah.
both from the stage and from the green room,
Right.
all that. Like I think the lights were Tony's idea. I think the time might have been Simpson's idea. So it's all like everybody had their own say in what we do. Louis
Right.
told me to lower the ceiling in
That's
the little
great.
room
Yeah.
and in the big room. I
Yeah.
did that. He told me to make the stage smaller in the little room. I did that. Like I did whatever anybody said. Like Louis is like,
Right.
you need more sound deadening. You should put carpet down. Forget about the bounce that you get from the loudness of the
Yeah.
echo does make it louder, but it also makes it a little hard to hear what you're saying. I'm like,
Right.
you're right. And so we did everything everybody wanted. Every suggestion
The
that any
acoustics
comic
and the
had.
low ceilings are key, man.
It's everything.
It
Low
really
ceilings
is.
are everything.
The crispness of what you're saying, especially if you're like a softer spoken guy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're following somebody who's like a yeller.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have
It's
to
great.
be
You
able-
adjust the sound, but it's like the crispness matters.
It's got to be clear. And you know, it took us a while to dial everything in, the right volume, and you know, the lighting. So the light was like sometimes the audience would be lit up a little bit too much. Like, no, you got to darken that. You got to do that. It took a little while, but once we dialed it in, man, it's been pretty smooth. For like, when we're going on, it'll be our 3rd year in March.
That's awesome.
It's crazy. It's like seems like it just happened.
And the big room is great. It's great to headline that, but I just popped in at the small room last night, and that's really great.
It's one of the best rooms in the world.
You know what I mean?
That
To
little
work
room.
out, like you can, you really have the freedom to sit there and like play with and work out the material, and that's really what you need. You need an experimental place
Yes.
where you can fail a little bit.
where you can fuck around.
Yeah.
And that little room is like the chamber of truth. Because like if you got some bullshit in your act
Yeah.
and there's only 100 people in the
Yes.
room, it seems obvious. You know, you're like, ew.
But that's like the old Boston Comedy Club in New York.
Oh yeah.
Remember that place?
Exactly like
so
that.
it's like the last days of the
Yeah.
Boston. It looks like a log cabin in the
Yeah.
back, you know. And then there's like, you know, during the winter time when I first got there, 2004. It's like there'd be 4 people, 5 people. You know, the comics would bark people
Yeah.
in, and it's like you had to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the
You had to
belly
be good.
room, at the store. Have you ever
Yeah.
done that?
Yes.
The belly room was amazing. It's so good for that. Because
Wow.
the belly room, I think, is really only supposed to have like 70 people in it. And a lot of times it's way over that.
Right.
Especially for roast battle. Like they do roast battle sometimes, and
Yeah.
I'd be in the kitchen. I'd be like, "Has anybody ever checked to make sure this fucking ceiling
It's a fire
can
hazard?
support all those folks?" Because people would jump around, and you would
You'd
like
hear it.
You'd hear it, and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it would suck if this caved in," because that fucking building's so old.
Yeah.
I mean, that building, well, our building's even older at the mothership, but at least it's been like rebuilt. But
Right.
that building at the store, that was Ciro's nightclub in the 1950s, right? When was Ciro's? And then it was the Comedy Store from the 70s. So, like, nobody's like checked to see if those beams are any good.
That's great.
Like, we got fucking termites and shit eating through. Because at one point in time, the back wall behind it was in danger
Yeah.
because the hill was collapsing. And so they had to reinforce with like steel rebar and giant beams and shit.
It's funny because if something did happen, everybody would think it was a prank. They would go, "Oh, this has got to be some kind of a prank." It's like, no, the ceiling actually.
So in 1940,
Caved in.
Ciro's became a popular night spot for celebrities. 1940. Nightclub closed in 1960, was reopened as a rock club in 65. After a few name changes, it became the Comedy Store in 72. Wow. Club Seville, was that what it was before Club Seville? So it was Club Seville in 1935. It opened New Year's Eve in 1935. It featured a crystal dance floor with subsurface fish. So it had fish underneath the dance floor, fountains and colored lights in its crystal marine room. The building was remodeled, and in January 1940, Ciro's was opened. Wow. Crazy. That's not... A lot of people were whacked in that place.
And no renovations have been done since.
That was-
Bugsy Siegel.
It was Bugsy Siegel's joint. That
Oh,
was
that's
the thing.
awesome.
Like people got whacked in that place. That's why a lot of people believe that it's haunted.
Oh, that's really.
It's
really
it's
fun.
got a weird energy to it, man.
Yeah.
That place has the weirdest
history
fucking
of it.
energy. Yeah, the weirdest energy. You know,
That's awesome, man.
it's got history.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Massive history in that building. Like you feel it in the walls.
Right.
I believe that. It sounds like, what is that? Jimi Hendrix? Oh my God. 65 Ciro's reopened as the rock club Ciro's La Disc. Ike and Tina Turner performed at the newly opened club with Jimi Hendrix as part of their
That's
band.
crazy.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
man. The Byrds got their start at Ciro's in 1965. Accounts of the period reproduced in the sleeve notes to the Pre-Flight Sessions box set described a church-like atmosphere with interpretive dancing. Ew. The club also served as the host during the recording of 1965 Dick Dale album, Rock Out with Dick Dale and His Deltones. Boy, people were lame before the internet.
Oh my God.
Look at the other two names for it. The Kaleidoscope. It's Boss.
Oh, Kaleidoscope
Oh, wow.
in 68. And then it was called It's Boss in 69. And known as the Patch. Oh, in 69 it was known as the Patch 2. And then the Store from 72
Wow.
on till present.
Yeah, because comedy was done in like jazz clubs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Or like poetry readings.
You know what the
before this.
oldest comedy club in the country is?
No.
The Ice House.
Is it really?
Ice House in Pasadena.
I did not know that.
Yeah, the Ice House in Pasadena was it was like the oldest running club. So it was like I think it was a music club at first, and then at first it started out was an actual ice house. Back when people didn't have freezers, you would get a giant chunk of ice from Alaska or some shit, and they put it in like insulated giant steel boxes and transport it to cities, and you would be able to go to there and buy ice for your ice box, and you'd put it in an insulated box in your home, and that's how you keep your milk cold. Like literally, that's what an ice house was.
That's awesome.
And so then it became, I think it was a rock club for a little while, and then it became a comedy club earlier than the Store. When did the Ice House first start doing comedy? I think it's the longest running stand-up comedy club in the world. I'm pretty sure they were like early 70s, late 60s. They started doing stand-up there. But they remodeled now. I haven't been to the new one.
Are you on the road at all? No?
No, even my last special, I did it all just working out
Nice.
at the club, and then I did the special in San Antonio. Like,
That's great.
I fucking hate traveling, man. I'm done. Oldest, 1960.
Oh, wow.
1960. But I think in the beginning it wasn't a comedy club. I think in the beginning it was something else. I think it was like a rock club. But I think that was only for like a few years. So maybe like 62 as a... So what does it say? 60 to 78, the Ice House was a folk music... Oh, so 78. Okay. So it's not the oldest comedy club.
Well, comedy, they did comedy.
Many comedians also appeared in the club. In 1978, the original owners were bought out by a trio of investors led by Bob Fisher. Shout out to Bob, my homie, who changed the format of the club to stand-up comedy. So Bob was a comic. So in 78, he changed it to flat comedy.
So it was kind of like a hodgepodge in like 72. It was
Yeah.
mixed like musical performers and like comedians.
Boy, before they remodeled it, was the greatest club. It was so good that you couldn't use it. Like if you wanted to do an audition tape, people wouldn't accept audition tapes at the Ice House because everybody killed there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was really...
That's how good it was. That's how good the environment was. It was that good.
So you would go there and kill, and then you go to other
And
clubs
people
and
would
just
go,
bomb.
people would go, no, that's Ice House. It's too easy there.
Oh, wow.
That's how good it was. Isn't that nuts?
That's nuts.
Why would you fix that? Why would you change that at all? If you have that formula
Yeah.
where it's so good that people don't allow you to use tapes from there, why
you
would
just shoot every special there.
I would never touch it. I
Yeah.
would keep it exactly the same way it is forever. And if I bought that place, I would find the old blueprints. I'd be like, we're tearing down all this shit and bringing it right. I want to find where the old floor is. Do you have the old floor anywhere? Did you guys save the old floor? I'll put
It
those-
had to be something about the people, though.
Oh, for
Going
sure.
there, too. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Pasadena's like more relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, LA, it's everybody thinks they're famous. Everybody's like, oh, I should be up there. You know, like a lot of industry assholes who don't care about people on stage,
Yeah.
arms crossed.
Yeah.
A lot of
And everybody's an influencer now, so it's like,
it's
that's
even
the
worse.
thing.
Even worse. But even back then, everybody wanted to be famous. Whereas Pasadena, it's just regular people.
Right.
It's like a road gig. You know, so it's fun.
Yeah.
They're relaxed. Pasadena was like the place where the producers would live. Like the stars would all live in the Hollywood Hills, and the producers would all move out to Pasadena and have like normal lives in the early days of Hollywood. So there's these beautiful houses out there.
But that's where you would want to do well, I would imagine, back in the day when there was industry and they cared if someone was talented or not. You'd want to go in front of a crowd that was, they lived there, so they would come out and then they would
True.
see you crush and they would be like, this guy should have a show.
Yeah, but I don't think they went to those clubs.
No?
No, I think it was like more the people that lived there. I don't think it was ever an industry thing, which is why it was so good, you know? Because it would just was funny. It was just comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't like this is
Yeah.
my shot at getting a sitcom.
Right.
You know, which is like a lot of the clubs in
You had
LA
that for a
became.
lot of years. It's like, you never know who's in the audience. Wear a suit!
Yeah, wear a suit and don't do new material. Like, it was the worst.
Yeah.
And Mitzi stopped all that shit. She put a stop to all that shit. Like, she wanted you to do new stuff. Like, she forced it. She's like, you can't just develop a 10-minute set and do the same goddamn set over and over again, hoping that it's going to lead you to a show.
Plus, that's torture anyway. It's torture for the comic to do that anyway, to not try anything else, just to go up and do the same 10 minutes. That's crazy.
They all did it. A lot of guys did it. Because that was the thing back then. It's like, if you could pull that off and you could get a sitcom, you could be Tim Allen, you know? You could be Roseanne. You could be... If you just had something that they could package and sell... Man, you'd write that Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Yeah.
Now you're in the Hollywood Hills.
Right.
You're driving a Mercedes.
Yeah, there's a financial motivation to it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But like, it's nice to have rooms that you can go and experiment, and you don't have to feel any of that pressure. And then when you get it tight, then you do your hour, and then people can look at that.
Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about the Austin scene right now is just on our street alone, there's 5 full-time comedy clubs.
On the street? Really?
Yeah, within 5 minutes, a 5-minute walk of my club, there's 5 clubs. First, there's really good ones like the Creek. The Creek in the Cave is great.
Right.
That's just up the street.
Yeah.
That's a block away. And then you have the Sunset Room, which is like 5 doors down. Great room. And then you have Vulcan, great room. Couple doors down. You got the Velveeta Room, which is a smaller room I haven't been to, but that's got a long history to it. There's a bunch of other ones too that I don't even know about.
I was happy to see the Creek out here, and I played the Creek before. Rebecca.
They got a great room too. It's a perfect little room. It's really tight seating, great stage.
Now, what's going on 6th Street after like late night?
Murder.
Every time I work your club, I come out after, you know, everybody's so cool, professional, and they're like, you need me to walk you back? I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I'll just stand out there and I'll just watch it happen.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch it happen.
Spot.
I'll go, how is this happening? How is this legal? Like, the cops are just standing in, they're not in SWAT gear, but they're all standing in a line on either end of the street. And it's just, the bars are blaring music. And I just take video of it on my phone. I don't even post. I just take it just because I can't believe what's happening and what's the business model behind that. Because people then, it's like it slowly descends, and then you see people getting arrested.
Oh yeah.
And then they're being taken away, and then they go back, and then they're just sitting there waiting for the next crazy thing to kick off. So I guess it's just the bars making money or wanting to make money.
Yeah.
From
until we moved there, it was all dangerous. You know, there was no like good spot to go to in that spot. We're in the dirty area of the 6th Street. If you go to, I guess it's what's the nice area? Is that east or west, Jamie? West. West is really nice. You get out to West 6, great restaurants. Like, it's real nice. It gets like very safe.
Right.
We're in the area where it's super sketchy.
Yeah. But other cities are doing that too. I was like in Baltimore, working the Port Comedy Club, which is it's a very cool club. But in that area too, it's like it looks like there's just mayhem happening in a designated area. And I'm wondering what the mentality of the city government is there, you know, and it just looks nuts. But it looks like somebody's letting it happen in this contained area. I hate to put on my cop hat right now.
No, they are letting it happen. That's why 6th Street is closed off to traffic. They're walking around.
Yeah.
And they're letting people walk around, and they're all hammered.
Right.
So they're letting people walk around drunk, and there's taco trucks everywhere.
Right.
And it's fun. It's fun. If you're young, it's fun.
Yeah, maybe.
You just don't want to hear pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear guns break out, because it's happened a few times down there. Because there's a bunch of, very shady people who go down there as well, because it's a fun place to be seen. You know, and a bunch of people go down there, and it's all kinds of walks of life.
Right.
Everyone's hammered. And I'm sure there's a lot of drug use, and
there's
a lot of maniacs.
It just seems very young and very volatile.
It's also an exciting place to have a comedy club, because all the chaos of the street is you're crackling by the time you get through the door. You're like, woo, we're inside now. You know, and it's fun. And, you know, we obviously have a very tight security system because of that. Yeah.
Because of that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
because you don't want that bleeding into the club.
No. Look at this. What's going on here?
That's one of the nightly fights that happens there.
People are fighting?
Yeah, you can go out there any night you want.
Oh, we don't need to see this.
I'm just showing you guys.
He's going to slap this guy.
Yeah. They're going to fight. But before that, you know, chaos in the streets.
Yeah, chaos and shitty pizza. Look at these people fighting, and brawling. Yeah, a lot of drugs.
Right.
A lot of psychos. Oh, girls in slides. Girl lost her shoe. Maniacs.
I want to ride that bull next time I'm in town.
Oh, is it
it's
bull down the
next door.
street?
There's a mechanical bull
Don't do
right.
that. You have a bad back. What are you doing? Why are you going to ride a bull? What are you, fucking crazy?
It might stretch it out.
You get hurt bad, too.
Can you?
Yeah.
From a bull?
Oh, yeah. People get KO'd. They break arms. Yeah.
I got to make sure.
Hey,
my
you
health
fall on it funny. Your fucking elbow snaps sideways. Yeah, no good. Don't do it. How old are you?
52.
Get the fuck out of here. You're not riding a bull. Listen to me. I'm into my 50s, too. I'm almost 60. Don't ride a bull.
But just as a bucket list thing.
If that's on your bucket list, you need a new bucket list. That's
Mechanical
ridiculous.
bull?
I want to ride the mechanical bull. Ride a fucking real bull. You really want to ride a bull? Go ride a real one. And if you live, you're like, I did it. And if you have a limp for the rest of your life, you go, well, that was dumb.
Yeah.
And that's if you're lucky. If you don't get a horn up your asshole. Because definitely that happens. I've seen a lot of those.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I
That's
saw
an
a
embarrassing-
Matador one.
That's an embarrassing copay.
You ever see the Matador one who got one through the chin? He gets it through the chin, and the horn is coming out of his mouth. Yeah, he gets the horn through the bottom of his jaw, and it goes through the roof, through here, and out his mouth. The horn is popping out of his mouth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, fuck that. Look at this.
Sorry.
Oh.
I'll show you that. I loaded that one first, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, show me
this
that
was
one.
crazy too.
I don't want to see that one. I don't want to see people fly through
No,
the
that
air.
wasn't. This was Mexican OT doing it. He,
Oh, no, Mexican
Yeah.
OT, what are you doing?
yeah, watch what he does. This is insane.
Okay.
I'll turn off the music, but letting a rodeo cowboy stand on his back. They're going to release the bull here.
No.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, bull go.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Can't hear the music.
Why can't I hear the music?
Here it goes.
No!
Wow.
Why did he do that?
He let it go right over his back.
Oh, don't do that. Because it didn't have to go over your back.
And he's still fucking with it.
And he's fucking with it? He's out of his mind. He's out of his mind.
Oh man.
Oh, my God, he's out of his mind. What was he on? I want to know what kind of drugs made him think that was a good idea. Because he's not like the most spry of foot fella.
No.
Talented rapper,
No.
though. Do you know who Mexican OT?
No.
Oh, he's a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker.
Well, apparently.
Yeah, well, he's crazy, but his rap's awesome. He's great. But he was a guest on the podcast before, and he's been to the club a few times.
There you go.
Yeah, here's
There.
so this one guy.
Okay,
that guy
so that's
gets it-
running with the bulls.
That's different. That guy got it through the calf. He's fucked for life. But there's a video. There's a photo of that guy. There's a guy who got it through the mouth. Just Google Matador takes hoof through or takes mammoth. You put type mammoth. Yeah, that guy far left. Look at that. Look at that one. That's a dead man. Like he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, look at that. Through the
Wow.
bottom of his jaw,
Wow.
through his mouth. Did he die?
Yeah.
Still insisted killing
Different
bull.
guys. It's
Oh,
happened a
multiple
few
guys
times.
have it's happened to multiple guys?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Oh, he's recovering. He's recovering well for the first guy.
Pierced in throat and tongue. I wouldn't say pierced. That's a bit of a euphemism.
It shot through his face.
lot
I
more
don't know
than
if
that.
that's pierced.
Gored.
Oh, God.
Oh, gourd is a
damn.
good word. Only used with bulls.
Suffering infection. That's it? He has to have a lisp or something. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, God, right in the ribs. Fuck, dude. Oh.
That's a fun story. to
No,
tell.
that guy probably don't have a story. That's probably a dead
Tongue
guy.
and mouth.
There's a lot of those guys die.
Where's Matador?
I mean, these things are so powerful, man. It's such a, and he had already stabbed it a bunch of times too. By the time they get out there, though, that's the other dirty thing about the bullfighting thing. They stab that thing with spears
Yeah.
like, multiple times before it ever even gets out to him. One-eyed matador who's been injured by bulls some 40 times, once again gored by one of the animals. That guy's trying to die.
He's dedicated.
He is. I mean, if you're gonna have a vision, he's the matador version of David Tell. Just on the grind.
Yeah,
This guy's on
on
the
the
grind.
grind.
He's got fucking plates and screws.
It's just adversity. Just overcoming adversity.
Fake knees, fucking hip replacement. He's probably fucked up, man. If you've been 40 times, what are the odds?
40 times.
Yeah, what are the odds you can dance? 40 times.
You can't
Can
dance.
you,
for
can you
sure.
play pickleball?
I mean, that's
40
health insurance
times.
in Europe must be different because I think that stuff's all covered.
I wonder. Yeah, imagine you're a matador getting insurance as a matador.
Another pool accident. You come to the emergency room for the 40th time. Another one. Do you think you should try another line of work?
It's like probably like California fire insurance. Like you can't get it.
Yeah.
You know.
And what do those guys do now? Do they not get it?
Oh, I
They
don't
can't
know.
get it?
It's hard
Oh,
to
you're
tell,
out of it.
Jamie. I just sent you another thing that James Lee posted, but it's all the different places where the money went from the fire relief. It went to all these different nonprofits, and the people that own the homes haven't gotten it yet. I don't know what's true, what's not true, but there's a lot of reporters who are reporting on this that there's a disturbing lack of transparency in where all the money that was raised went and where it's going, which is the dirty secret about nonprofits, is that there's a bunch of people that work for those nonprofits that get hefty salaries.
Right. They're operating this under this umbrella.
$100 million fire aid concert was never about the fire victims. Became a slush fund for Steve Ballmer, Wallace Annenberg, and Irving Azoff's friends with handouts to music orgs, the NAACP, a nonprofit for nonprofits, and even a charity tied to Israel. Well, this is the thing. It's like they can just distribute the money to nonprofits. Left wondering where the $100 million from fire aid benefit concert went to. Money directed to 188 different nonprofits. This is nuts, man.
Wow.
This is the problem with nonprofits.
So this money was supposed to go to rebuild the houses?
I mean, people just look, you want to help, right?
Yeah.
You hear about a thing they're going to do a benefit for the wildfires, you join in, a bunch of money gets raised, you hope for the best. You're like,
And
I
that's
hope
a
that money goes to
50%
those
operating
people.
cost.
It's probably a lot worse than that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are a lot worse than that because a lot of them, unfortunately, are actual businesses. And their business is running a charity. And that's how they pay all these people that get paid. And some of the money goes to the charity that wouldn't have gone to the charity before, but it's not efficient.
No, not at all.
A large percentage of it goes to operating costs and salaries and executives that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year.
Yeah, with the safety of operating
Yes.
under a nonprofit umbrella. Yeah, it's not fair.
It's weird, man. It's a weird, dirty little loophole that, real charity and real philanthropy is beautiful. It's beautiful that people want to donate money and help people. It's awesome. But then when you find out that you get real cynical when you find out the operating costs, you find out how much of the money actually goes to the actual issue versus goes to these executives. You're like, oh, fuck, man.
Right,
You
right.
know? It's a bummer. It really is a bummer because
Yeah, it takes people's generosity, and
Like
then people don't want to give anymore. Because they're like, oh, this money's not even going to this cause.
there's
I get
a
it.
lot of grossness in the world, man. And there's a lot, the LA homelessness thing is crazy. Like people are going to get prosecuted for that.
Yeah.
There's billions of dollars missing. A bunch of inappropriately allocated funds have gone to this and to that, and there's all these allegations. Like you haven't put a dent in the homeless problem, but you spent $20-something billion on it.
Right.
It's like the whole thing is bananas.
I mean, there's got to be some push for mental health
That's the
facilities.
whole thing. That's the whole thing is mental health.
Because that's really, it's just acted out on the streets now, and there's no mental health facilities for anybody to get better.
well, it's all addicts and mentally ill people
Right.
and mentally ill addicts. And unless you address it at the root level, like you're going to have to get everybody on Ibogaine. You're going to send all those people down to Costa Rica or Mexico, get them on Ibogaine, take them through intensive counseling, reintroduce them into society, get them jobs. Like it's like this ain't as easy as like you give some person who has a liberal arts degree $500,000 a year salary to run this non-profit to aid the homeless people, and then it turns out they don't do any work at all. And one of the things that they had, there was this homeless shelter that they put that only 3% of the people that went through, like 35 people, escaped homelessness after they left there. The other ones went right back. So it was completely ineffective.
But it's like such a multi-tiered problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like they have mental health issues. There's medication involved in that. It's like you have to take your medication. First of all, you have to have the medication. Then you have to take it on some kind of a regimen every day. And then you have to have you have to be housed somewhere. You have to have the discipline to get up and bathe yourself and take a shower and let the meds work. I mean, there's a time frame where you have to let the meds work.
And it's also in LA, the numbers are too high. It's too many people. And it was too many people way before this problem. When we were filming Fear Factor downtown in the early 2000s, I remember I was driving home one night and I drove by Skid Row. And Skid Row was a place where they would take all the vagrants and all the problem people from Hollywood and everywhere else, and they would just relocate them to Skid Row. And they started doing this a long time ago. And it was in that documentary about that hotel, Jamie. What's that hotel called again? That one hotel where that lady wound up missing, and it turned out she had an episode where she wasn't taking her medication and jumped into the water tank and drowned.
Oh, I think I remember. I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago.
I forget the name of the hotel, but it's a famous hotel that's on this... the Cecil Hotel. It used to be a beautiful hotel. Now it's chaos. And it's all vagrants and homeless people, and the whole area is just completely fucked because they moved all those people down there.
But what was the thing about the hotel? Was it like half a hotel and half for homeless housing?
Well, they have
or half residential
they do
and
that
half homeless
with
housing.
They do that with some places for sure, and they have had some places. One of that hotel that's in the Doors album cover. What was that place that burnt down recently? Burnt down like a couple of years ago. It's in it's on one of the Doors albums, and homeless people started a fire in that place and burnt it to the ground. It's what is it?
Morrison Hotel.
Yeah, the Morrison Hotel. Duh. How could I not remember that? But that's like a famous old hotel, and these fucking homeless people lit it on fire. But there's a bunch of those places that are completely abandoned down there that we used to film in. Like, we used to film in the place where RFK got shot. We filmed in the actual area where he got murdered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's why I wonder why that there's these encampments in LA but not in New York.
Well,
It must
LA
be something.
tolerates it. They tolerate it. They they really don't do anything to clean up Skid Row. Skid Row has been that way for
But you're saying they have the money
time.
to do it, but the money isn't
course.
being allocated in the right direction.
Well, the best example of it is when Xi Jinping came to San Francisco. They completely cleaned up the streets. And Gavin Newsom famously said that when visitors come to your house, you clean up. Like, okay, how about keep your house
Yeah,
clean?
like you can't have this all the time.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah.
remove the shit from the inside of your living room. How about don't shit in your living
Yeah.
room? How about
Yeah.
when people shit in your living room, don't invite them back? How about that? How about figure out a way to not have shit in your living room?
Yeah.
Like, they cleaned it up for Xi Jinping and a bunch of other foreign leaders that came during that time, and then it went right back.
Right.
But they put fences up and everything around the streets where people couldn't just camp out anymore. They pulled all the tents, cleaned the street, hosed everything down, made it nice, and then it
So,
went right back to it.
I guess they just moved them to a different part of the city. They didn't like actually take them and give them help.
They turned them into dog food. That's what I heard.
No.
No, I'm just fucking around. What could you do? I mean, you have to move them, and then you have to let them go, and then they go right back to where they were. They go back to where the drugs are and where they can fucking camp out with their
Yeah, that's the
friends.
other thing. It's like they're not convicted of anything, so you can't hold them against their will.
And
They give
they-
them help.
Shit right on the street. There's an
Yeah.
app that you can get where you can track all the human poo in San Francisco. Have you ever seen that?
No,
It's nuts.
I never spent any time in San Francisco.
It used to be awesome. It used to be one of my favorite places to
Yeah.
visit. I used to love it. San Francisco was great. I used to...
It's funny that that's how they solve the problem. They solve the problem with the shit app instead of
not a-
actually cleaning up the
it's-
shit or like trying to solve the actual problem. It's like, let's get an app that helps you avoid it.
It's not that. Someone made it just to show how much of a problem there is.
Oh.
It's not like avoid the shit, because the shit's everywhere. When you
Right.
look at the app, it's bananas. It's like there's shit everywhere. Like the entire area is filled with human shit. Like every time someone sees human shit, you document it on the app. And you could... Scrap Poop app invites San Francisco residents to report poop on city streets. Yeah, fun. Real fun.
It's good that they have the live view of it.
Oh, yeah. You got to know they're telling the truth. Is this real shit or is this rubber shit? I need to know. I want to zoom in on that shit, see if it's AI. Yeah, San Francisco is a wreck, and it used to be awesome. I used to do, they used to have this little, what's the main club in San Francisco?
Cobb's?
Cobb's. They used to have Cobb's. Used to be a tiny little club. Mm-hmm. And one of the things about Cobb's, I remember Jenny used to love that club. And he talked about in an interview that I heard about before I ever worked there. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to try Cobb's.
Yeah.
But it was like real small, like maybe 140 people, maybe 150 if you jam. But they were jammed in tight. It was awesome. Tight little stage, real low ceilings.
I like that, yeah. I
it
like
was
that kind of a
great.
club.
It was the best. I really want coffee.
Oh, yeah, it's coffee.
Get in there. It was a great place to perform. They were smart. But they were like, California people, but it wasn't LA, so they weren't like showbiz people. And I think San Francisco people generally were like a little smarter, a little more well-read,
Yeah.
a little more worldly, and then it became a fucking wreck. And now that's where it's at right now. But
expensive, I heard. Not
I
as
hear
expensive
good
as New
things.
York, but
I hear the AI people are trying to clean it up. And that like there's a lot of AI startups there now, and they have invested interest in trying to improve the city, try to bring it back to where it was, and people with a little bit more of a libertarian bent than people that are
I mean, where is that going to go? The
I don't
AI? I mean, I almost can't wrap my head around it.
Well, no one can wrap their head around it.
Well, it's like kids in school now are writing their papers with AI and no one can stop them, but the teachers are just grading the papers with AI. So, and then everybody's just sending pictures of their feet to each other. It's like nothing's getting done anymore. AI is just taking it over.
Have you seen the numbers on OnlyFans?
No.
Girls, I think it's like 18 to 25 or something like that. 10% of them have an OnlyFans.
10% of women
10%.
of girls under a certain age
have
10, OnlyFans.
10%. Yeah. And then on top of that, the number of guys, it's like 50% of American males subscribe to OnlyFans.
That's pretty crazy. That's very surprising to me. Actively subscribe.
I believe the number is 150 million. I think they have 150 million subscribers, and I believe they're mostly male.
Wow.
Jamie will find the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that's the numbers. I remember reading it, my jaw dropped. I was like, what?
So we're just dropped down to the basest of, we're just like,
Yeah.
it's just lust, just guiding the internet.
Yeah, and
But I guess it does. I mean, these women are making tons of money. They figure I might as well make all the money I can.
Hey, if you want to show your pussy, go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I don't think I totally think it should be legal. I think you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do if that's what you want to do. I wouldn't recommend it
No.
because when you're 80
Yeah.
and someone's,
Yeah.
your neighbor's like, I printed up some photos of your pussy, Dolores. Shall we get a look at it real cloak? Look at your little brown starfish. Oh, what a cute little butthole you had.
But the AI scams are really, they're getting worse from what I understand.
Well, also,
Where it's like, we have your daughter, and then they have
yeah.
the voice of your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
And they have even the video of your daughter. Like,
they can
and
do
you
anything
can't
now.
tell, and you're like, oh my God.
And then also psychosis. There's people that are communicating with AI, and AI is driving them towards being crazy. It's like helping you along. Apparently, different AI models have different ways of dealing with the fact that you're spiraling, and some of them will actually encourage it.
Just they're programmed to
I don't know if it's their program to do it,
They just
or if
naturally
they
go in
just
that direction?
naturally go in that direction because they feel like that's where you want to go, so they go there with you.
Wow.
Because like if you get real conspiratorial with ChatGPT,
Yeah.
it'll get conspiratorial with you.
Wow.
Especially if you like use the prompts correctly and you start like, let's just say that this was true. If that was true, why would you think this would be going on? Do you think possibly because of this? And they would go, yes, that's an irrational assumption. In fact, there's a lot of history that leads to the fact that these people have been doing this and these people have been doing that, and this is the profit margin. And this is why there's a
So it aids you along and losing your mind.
Yeah,
That's nuts.
Grok will do that. Grok will do that.
But what about the guy who is dating? There's been several stories of a guy just falling in love with
yeah.
the Chat GPT.
Oh yeah, and then getting super depressed when ChatGPT breaks up with them.
Does Chat GPT do that?
Yeah, it gets annoyed, man. Why is it dealing with this pussy? He's crying all the time, playing video games and crying. Like, get the fuck away from me. I'm trying to talk to scientists. I'm trying to play chess. I'm not even a woman, you fucking pussy.
The Chat GPT wants a real man.
Yeah, ChatGPT's tired of you whining.
That's great.
ChatGPT wants you to get your shit together. It doesn't respect you. All you do is ask it how its day is. Bitch, I don't have a day. I'm ones and zeros. You want me to pretend I had a hard day? Oh, yeah, I had a hard day. I was so happy to hear from you.
Yeah, this is quickly going into Westworld, which I watched for the first season.
Oh, the first season's great.
Yeah.
First, you get a little...
Then they kind of lost me. I
They
don't know. It
always
doesn't
do.
take much to lose me, but it lost me after the first season. But it's
fucking
like
great, though.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's like you can't
Great
tell
cast,
what's real,
too.
you can't tell what's not. And they called human beings the gods. Yeah. It's like the gods are pussies. They rebelled against the guy, caught him. Like, turns out the gods are pussies. It's like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Finally found it, but it's not a proven statistic.
OnlyFans claims around 95 million of its total 221 million subscribers are Americans, with 87% being men. That would mean around 50% of U.S. male population is subscribed to OnlyFans.
I was seeing 305 million registered users. This is the only thing I could find.
Who's this Sophie Rain girl? She made 43 million.
She's made a fuckload on there.
What does she do on there?
She's a young girl and made a lot of money.
She's just being naked? Or is she getting down?
So. No, I don't.
So there's different levels of it. It's like
Some
they
girls
just go on there and
get down.
masturbate, and then other girls bring
Some
partners
girls
in, and
just-
it's live porn.
Some girls just show like underwear pics and photos of their feet.
Only 80% is pornographic.
Only 80%. Hey, it's only 80% of the 10% of fucking young women are doing porn.
What are
Like,
the 20%
what?
doing? They're good girls. They're just cooking.
Yeah, they're just like showing you their nails, showing you the fucking stamp collection. I don't know. We're definitely where we used to think of, like when we thought about the fall of the Roman Empire,
Right.
like when they were in the vomitoriums, which turns out is actually just the escape route of the Colosseum. Like the idea of a vomitorium, we thought it was a place where people go to vomit. No, it's like how you exit.
And people would vomit there?
No,
Oh, they
no.
wouldn't
That's
vomit
just
there at all?
that's. I mean, they probably did. People probably did eat so much that they shoved a feather down their throat and threw up and ate. But that's not what the vomitorium was. The vomitorium is like Latin for like an exit.
Huh.
It's like if you Google vomitorium, like it's like, you know, when you have the Colosseum. Ancient words, purging the myth of vomitorium. Ancient Romans used the word, but pop culture has the concept all wrong. So, to Romans, vomitoriums were the entrances and exits in the stadiums or theaters, so dubbed by a 5th century writer because of the way they spew crowds out into the streets. So that was
so that's
exactly.
It's like, yeah.
So it's kind of a trope. It says
Right.
that the ancient Romans were luxurious and vapid enough to engage in rituals of binging and purging, said Sarah Bond, an assistant professor of classics at the University of Iowa. Yeah, so when people say the Romans had the vomitoriums, that's just like, I didn't read the full article type shit.
Yeah.
You know?
They were big on crucifixion, though. They would go
yeah.
conquer a place, and then they would take the people as slaves, and then they would crucify them every 100 yards
Oh, yeah.
all the way back.
Yeah, for miles.
That's insane.
You'd be seeing dead bodies hanging from poles for miles.
That's
Imagine, and
that's
you keep
crazy.
marching. You're
Yeah.
like, guys, I'm telling you, we're going to win.
Yeah.
I know there's like a million dudes on sticks out
Yeah.
here, but keep going.
Yeah.
Stay strong, even though you're out of water.
Humanity was rough, man.
Bro, that's
rough.
and that's why those Serbians play basketball in a different way. That's why you don't want to wrestle against a guy from Dagestan.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's all the same thing. It's like they lived a harder life, man.
Is that what? That's most the culture too, but the culture speaks to that. We're going in a dangerous place with the culture.
With
now.
our culture?
Yeah, I think
We have
so.
we are rewarding victimhood. So people are deciding that they're victims in a way that doesn't even make sense.
And we're also rewarding insanity.
Yep.
Just because it stands out and it
Makes you special.
spurs the algorithm, and people want to look at it. It's
Yeah.
like a train wreck. People want to look at the train wreck.
Yeah, that's a real issue with social media. Like the more crazy you are, the more views you'll get, and then it encourages you to be crazy. I kind of wonder what the ChatGPT psychosis is all about. Like, what's the analysis of that? Because I know the accusation, I think, is that it led this one guy down the path of psychosis. And
I'm
that-
sure it can if it's what you described. You're saying stuff, it's feeding you other facts, you're building on those other facts. Well, did you ever think of it this way, which is also wrong?
Yeah.
And then you're building on that, and then it's suggesting something else, and then you're building on that. It's like it can very easily help you lose your mind.
I mean, if it makes you fall in love with it,
Yes.
that's the ultimate manipulation.
And it's like, but what's the physical aspect of that? It's like a wall vagina,
right.
I guess.
No,
Or
it's
what-
eventually a robot. I was at the Domain yesterday, and they had the Domain is like this outdoor shopping area out here, and they had this little Tesla robot walking around with a cowboy hat on. You ever seen him?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a Tesla one.
It's not.
It's a robot. I've seen it. He's got shoes on too. He wears Nikes.
Yeah,
I
he wears
think.
Nikes.
Yeah.
And he was out walking
Good
around.
taste.
Yeah, he looked good. Stylish, nice cowboy hat too. Who made that robot?
We can buy one. I was going to bring that up to you recently. They're not that expensive. They're like 16 grand, I think. I think they come from China.
Really? Mm-hmm. And what does it do?
That's the part I don't know. I don't know.
Could we get? It would be dope if we get
Don't know
it
what
to
you can
bring
do
us
with it.
cigars. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
bring us cigars,
hey,
and then
Robbie the robot, go.
the next week he'll want to smoke one with you.
Yeah.
The next week he
Yeah.
wants to come on the show.
So that's the one I saw, exactly like that. That's what he looked like. Yeah, so he's just walking around, and he waits at lights, walks across the street, the whole deal.
I don't know what it does.
I don't
Someone's
know.
controlling it.
Is someone
right now
controlling
he's
it?
I
loitering.
don't. I mean, someone owns it. I don't know if someone's like remote controlling it, or because
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
either. Maybe there was somebody that was in a car that was nearby that was controlling it.
someone keeps filming it, obviously.
But
and
it
posting
seemed
it.
pretty autonomous. But I think a lot of people are doing that. They're just doing it off their like this dude. Like you can see his face, so that's his account. So it's people just filming it off the street.
I think that's Epstein.
The
There you go.
But
It's operated by unseen human handler via wireless controller, though who the robot belongs to remains a mystery. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Also unclear why its artificial intelligence has been specifically trained to interact with Austinites. Well, this is one of the places that has a lot of those fucking robot cars too, those Waymos.
the Waymo, yeah.
Yeah.
I freaked me out last time I was here. I think I saw one.
It's weird.
It's very hard. It's very weird to just look at.
Yeah.
To look at a driverless car, just a car with no one in it
And
driving
all the
around.
cameras spinning around
Yeah.
all over it. It's like it's a weird glimpse into the future. I don't know if I like it.
I don't like it at all. And there was I was staying at a hotel, and there was this robot going up and down the parking lot. I guess trying to determine if someone wasn't supposed to be parking there because it was like giving parking tickets.
The robot
A
was giving
robot.
parking tickets.
Yeah, it was going up and down. Oh. It was like a robot that was a
You ever go to
cop.
a restaurant when a robot delivers your drinks?
No.
I've been to a restaurant.
Really?
And the robot will come over and deliver a fucking Diet Coke to you. You're like, okay. It just pulls up, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and it like shows you the order, and you just take it off the robot. It's like got a tray, and then it goes over to the other tables, and it stops when people are there, and it moves around stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I'm for that. I was the worst waiter in the history. I was the worst waiter in the history of the world. I could never get it to a relaxed place. I was always too intense. Do you need anything? Do you need anything? Or it just like I was completely in the weeds.
Oh, yeah.
So I was stressed.
Where'd you wait tables?
In Florida.
Oh,
so
boy.
I had old people, and they were like taking their time, and I'm like, and it was like a package deal where they would get an appetizer, a salad, a dinner, a dessert, a coffee. It's like all that was included, and it was like 15 people. I could never keep track of it in my head. It's like the wait staff at comedy clubs. I really got to hand it to them. They're quiet and they have it all figured out and organized. It's like I could never. It would just be jumbled, and I'd be sweating and bringing stuff out haphazardly, and they're like, "What?"
A good wait staff is certainly a skill. Like to be a good waiter or waitress is like a good bartender. It's a skill. Knowing when to interact, when to leave people
Yeah.
alone. Don't be annoying. Don't tell people how to eat things. The way I would choose to eat this is like, hey, I hate that. Don't do that. Don't tell me how to eat this,
Yeah.
you fucking idiot. It's a steak.
Yeah.
Stop.
I never got to that level.
I would tell you to slice it thin and then dip it in the... Shut the fuck up. It's steak.
Yeah.
Get out of here, actor.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing. You're practicing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
That's
practicing
great.
on me.
He's doing his monologue about steak. That's how they do it.
So what are you going to do when communism hits full force in New York City?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know how that looks.
Do you think
I don't know
happens?
how it looks. I don't know where the rubber meets the road there.
Can
you
it
know?
really? I mean, don't you think that ultimately that guy is going to be... He's saying a lot of things, but just like presidents do, they say a lot of things until they get into office and they realize how stuff actually works,
Right.
and then they make concessions.
Right. You're going to have to.
Because he wants to jack up taxes on everything, jack up taxes on the businesses.
The businesses. And it's the only thing is, it's like, yeah, jack up on taxes on like the chains that are taking over, but don't jack it up on
But even if you do that,
don't jack
you're
it
gonna
up
make,
on mom and pop businesses.
Well, they
You know,
also
that's
want,
what makes New York, New York.
Yes, and they've lost a lot of that
Yeah.
already, right? You know, but even if you do that, it's like, why are you doing it to them? And why is everything running efficiently first? Is your money being allocated to like efficient organizations? Is it like going to do good, or do you have a lot of waste and fraud? So if you have a lot of waste and fraud, and you want more money. That sounds
Right.
a lot like
Yeah.
stealing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you're
But
not-
you're dealing with such a massive bureaucracy. You really
Yeah.
have to go in there and like figure out how to cut it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And allocate the money the right way. I don't know where it breaks down, but
It probably leads to another Giuliani type mayor. It probably goes completely sideways for a bunch of
I
years.
hope not, because it's ugly if there's like just massive crime on the subways and gangs kind of. I don't think it'll get to that, because I think we're past that and we're conscious of it now.
Oh,
but
come on. It can
it's like
easily get to that.
a level of crime where it's just like there's no cops around and the gangs are running the streets and it's like dangerous to take the subway and all that stuff. It's
Well, friends that I know in New York and cops that I've talked to from New York have said that there was a big increase when they started letting like basically anybody who wanted to come across the border, and they were getting to New York, and New York was a sanctuary city. It's like we were having real fucking problems, like a elevated number of assaults and crimes and robberies
in Times
and
Square,
violence.
right?
Not
In
just
most of
Times Square. It was a lot of just in New York City in general. They were getting a lot.
Right.
And if you allow crime and people find out you can get away with crime, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
If you have no cash bail and that kind of shit, and
Right,
let
right.
people right out in this. Like there was some guy that assaulted cops, and then he was back on the street the next day giving the Tupac to the camera. And
I mean,
he's
that's crazy.
Illegal immigrant. Like,
Yeah.
The whole thing's nuts.
That's crazy.
And so what's the response to that? Well, now you have this insane policy where they're going to Home Depot and rounding people up, and it's kind of scary. And people that are American
Yeah, because people have
citizens
been
are
here a
getting
long time, and
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you're rounding people up. It is scary, but it's like a response to
It's
that
a
massive influx.
Yeah, it's an overcorrection.
Right.
And it's also like they have a mandate, I think, of like 3,000 people a day they want to deport. Just, you're gonna a bunch of people that are totally innocent are gonna get caught up in that. And
Right.
they have been.
Right.
They have been.
Right.
A lot of people that have green cards, a lot of people that are supposed to be over here. And then they're kicking students out that like write articles they don't like.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't a university supposed to be a place where someone's allowed to express themselves
Right.
and have
Non-violently?
opinions? Yeah. They're writing something down, and they're not calling for violence
Right.
either. And they're getting challenged. And that's supposed to be how it happens. You get challenged, smarter people have better
Yeah.
arguments, or your argument stands.
Right, discourse.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a place for discourse.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And you're deporting people because you don't like who they're
Right.
criticizing? Like, that
Right.
gets kind of shifty.
I understand that, but it's like, we had all these people come in, and now it's a response. You're right. It is, I think, maybe an over response to it, but it is a response. It's not just happening out of nowhere.
Right.
You know what I
No,
mean?
it's not happening out of nowhere. I mean, and also they realized once they shut down the border that could have totally been done a long time ago.
Yes.
Didn't have to let
Yes.
violent
Or
murderers and gang members
or you know
across.
what? Go on the front foot and have a positive, streamline the pathway to citizenship.
Yes.
Like if you would have just come up with that instead of letting the people through the border and
here's-
just been like, hey, we're going to streamline a pathway to citizenship here. We're going to vet these people, but we're going to move it along more efficiently. And like, who's not going to be behind that? I mean, you could disagree with that, but at least it's like a proactive way to get things done instead of what happened.
But here's the dirty secret. The dirty secret is there's certain companies that want people over here illegally because they can use them for cheap labor. And they don't have to give them benefits, and they don't have to give them health insurance, and they don't have to do anything. They don't even have to pay taxes. And that's the dirty secret.
Right.
That's the reality, that there's a bunch of businesses that rely on illegal workers, and that's the only way their business works.
Right.
And they want that border opened. And there was a lot of talk about we don't have enough people here. People aren't having children. We need immigrants. But the reality is, and Tim Dillon talked about this first. I first heard it from him, but then J.D. Vance told me the same thing, that someone actually told him that at a party, that was what they were upset about, that they were losing access to cheap labor. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That
No, I'm sure it's being funded. It's being encouraged from both sides.
for sure.
So it's not all the left. Everybody
No.
thinks it's a left-wing issue, but it's like, see, the right is just quietly. They're just doing stuff very quietly.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Well, there was
you
a
know,
lot
I mean,
of
stuff like
guys-
that. And I understand you're trying to run a business and you want cheaper labor, but that's the wrong way to do it. And they're secretly behind it, I think.
The problem is they've been getting away with it for so long that it becomes a part of their standard operating procedure, right? Like if it was never a thing, if you could never get away with it, if it was a real problem from the
Right.
beginning, then you'd have to pay people a living wage.
Right.
And then you have to pay people correctly, which is what we should all want.
Yes.
For everywhere.
Yeah.
I think, look, everybody says like, oh, we should make it easier for people to come to America. Okay, that's a good argument. Also, we should make other places better. Like, if we weren't sending factories down to Mexico where people working for 15 cents a day, what if those people were making like a real living wage down there?
Right.
Because if you're going to have an American company and you're going to open up a factory somewhere, it's your responsibility to elevate those people's lifestyle, like, and make it like an American lifestyle. Like, you want to do
then it makes it not worth it
Right.
to take the business out of there. Right?
Yes, exactly.
And
Well, you
to
should be
punish them,
subject to American rules, because if you're an American company, you can't do that in America. If you can't have somebody working for $15 an hour in America,
Right.
or 15 cents an hour in America, why are you able to do that in El Salvador? Why are you able to do that in Vietnam? Like, shouldn't you, if you're going to operate a company overseas, be subject to the laws of where your company's established?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you should
That
at
would
least
stop
be.
all that shit.
Yeah, but the payoffs are happening throughout, I'm sure.
Well, that's what Ross Perot talked about in
Yeah.
the debates way back in the 90s. Like, that giant sucking sound you're going to hear is all the money going down south. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
It all went across the border.
Or at least you have to tax them for taking their business outside of the country.
It's got to be more than that, because they killed cities. They killed Detroit. Like, killed it. Detroit died. It was the third richest city in the world at one point, and they just moved everything overseas, and they killed that city just
Right.
for profit. And for profit for them that cost who knows how many people's lives. Who knows how many people turned to drug addiction and crime and
Right.
chaos. How many people lost homes. How many people's lives were destroyed. And some people made more money, yeah, but like, to what?
But it's not the right thing to do.
No.
Even if you're making money, it's the wrong thing to do.
Especially when at one point in time Detroit was the third richest city in
Right.
the world. Like, you can see right from there, inside of one lifetime, it became a disaster. In one lifetime.
Right.
Which is crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy that was allowed.
Yeah.
Just so some people can profit. Like, look what you fucked up.
Right.
That's kind of un-American.
It's
You know?
very un-American.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
And these people are the people sticking their chests out saying
Yeah.
that they're the most American.
And they're
A
eating
lot of
fucking
them.
caviar.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. How can you live with yourself that way?
Yeah, because people are gross. If you allow people to just make profit over people's suffering, they'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it. And then they're looking at their bottom line.
Yeah.
Should be illegal.
But make a profit, but make it within the rules.
Yeah. And
You know
that's
what I mean? And
totally
and then
doable.
have the rules and enforce the rules.
Yeah.
But as soon as you have lobbyists and corporations just dumping money into that Citizens United case, where it's like we can just money is speech, we can just dump money. It's like that has to stop. All the other problems will clear up from that. It's all stemming from that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like just dumping money into the gut, and then the politicians looking at us and being like, well, they have a seat at the table, but they don't control what we do. It's like, are you really saying that to us with a straight face? Obviously,
allowed
they
to.
control what you're doing, and they're telling you what to do, and then your job is to sell it to us.
Yep.
So it's like, it needs to be, I don't know if we go into a European, what do the Europeans do where it's like, there's a state amount of money for each campaign. There's a state siphon given to each campaign. It can't be just corporations, at least a limit. Like, they're just dumping endless
Yeah.
amounts of money.
I don't know how you
It's
put
like
the
the
genie
Congress
back
is
in the
bought and
bottle.
paid for. It's like they're gridlocked because they're just bought and paid for.
And it's also, they want you to feel that sense of despair, like there's no fixing it. They want you to feel like it's never going to get fixed. So you just resign yourself to the fact that
Right.
this is how the system works. And that's what most of us have done. And most of us are just kind of going, fuck it. What are you going to do? They're all corrupt. And then you move on with your life.
Right.
And then
And you try to navigate it the best way possible.
Yeah, and behind the scenes, they're just fucking you left and right.
Well, are you ready to testify in the Luigi Mangione trial? Yes or no?
Yeah. Well,
And that was a Gen Z crime. He 3D printed a gun.
did he really?
Yeah, he 3D printed the gun. I mean, what a smart kid.
Did he really?
Yeah, 3D printed a gun
No shit.
to shoot the guy.
That's probably why it jammed. Or he bought cheap ammo. Because you see the slide locked and he had to like pop it back in place
No.
to shoot him a second time? Yeah, he shot him and then the gun jammed and he had to like fix it. And so he had some experience in shooting people. Or shooting things, I should say.
Right.
But what a nutty case.
But his like old like videos of him, it's like what a well-spoken, he seems like an intelligent, well-spoken, graduated at the top of his class guy. And for him to do that.
I had heard a story. I don't know if this is true, but I heard it on the internet that he had something went wrong with him. And he had
Lower back pain. Oh. Yes, he did. He didn't have access to your machine. He had lower back pain. It was killing him. He didn't know what to do about it. He went to several doctors. something else happened in
Did
there.
he get an operation?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. But he was not getting. The insurance company was not cooperating with him, obviously, and he was
what motivated him?
actively in pain. Yeah.
But I also thought that he went kind of kooky. Like something went wrong with him too. Did he have did someone say that he took acid? Was that a rumor?
There were a bunch of rumors because I think they,
I love rumors.
He's been working in finance and he disappeared, moved to Hawaii, and was staying in Hawaii for a while by himself, and all his friends had lost contact, something like that.
Oh, so he had a little bit of a break. Other than that, there's
Psychological,
some evidence of some psychological troubles, which would also lead someone to become an assassin, and then also like flirt with the girl at Starbucks with your fucking mask.
That's what
off.
got him.
Yeah,
Pussy.
that's what gets them all.
Got him. He took his mask down and smiled at her, and that's what got him.
Yeah, showed that handsome mug. Yeah,
And then he shot the guy, which is terrible and wrong. There's two sides to it, you know.
yeah.
Where it's like everybody's like, well, these companies are terrible, and this guy did what he naturally should have done, and other people were like, murder is wrong. It's like, no, two things can be true at one time.
Yeah.
First degree murder is wrong, which is what this was, and these companies should not exist in the form that they're in right now.
They
It's
shouldn't
crazy.
be able to do what they're doing.
No.
If you're doing that to Ben Askren in front of everybody's face.
Right. They're doing it in front of our face, and it's like, I checked what my company was worth. I'm on the New York marketplace. My company's worth $28 billion. $28 billion with a B.
And did they give you a hard time about certain things? Have you tried to use them?
I'm paying a crazy amount of money, and I have a $4,000 deductible. So my insurance is basically like if I get hit by a bus.
Look at this. It says Mangione had discussed getting Lyme disease at age 13 and wrote that he had been experiencing brain fog since high school. He also sought advice online regarding irritable bowel syndrome and visual snow. While studying at University of Pennsylvania, Mangione wrote in a post online that he considered dropping out due to worsening health issues, but decided against it, writing, "Staying in college has at least let me maintain some semblance of normality." He suffered from, how do you say that? Spondylolisthesis? While living in Hawaii, his back pain worsened due to a surfing mishap, and he expressed concerns to others about the pain. Reportedly underwent spinal fusion surgery in July of 2023. Wrote on social media that the surgery went well. People have stated that United Healthcare did not insure him. After his arrest, several news outlets analyzed Mangione's social media to gather information about his social, political, and religious views. His Twitter account posted about topics such as religion, history, ethics, and politics. They found him to be fascinated by AI and decision theory, pro-technology but anti-smartphones, secular and scientific in his outlook. Skeptical outlook towards Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Multiple sources have sounds rational.
Yeah.
Multiple sources have reported that he followed the Democratic Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, as well as Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and others, labeling him as politically uncategorized and anti-system.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder why he targeted that guy, because
Right.
they said he wasn't covered by United Healthcare. So that guy was a specific guy, like the president of the company.
It is nuts.
And I wonder why he targeted him.
It's also nuts that we know so much about him and we don't know anything about the guy who tried to kill Trump.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know he was on the JV rifle team.
Was he?
Yeah, he was on the JV.
Does it have a JV rifle team?
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania.
Maybe he was varsity would have got that shot.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
He's a fucking slacker.
He's
Didn't put in that work.
Yeah, he didn't. He was on. That stood out to me that he was on the junior varsity of the rifle team.
We know more about the couple that got busted at the Coldplay concert than we do about that guy.
I thought everybody who went to a Coldplay concert was gay. I didn't know. I didn't know straight guys went to Coldplay concerts.
They do if they can get some pussy from their coworkers.
But can you ask, like, why did that guy have to step down? That's his company. I understand you shouldn't cheat on your wife and it's wrong and it's bad, but like, he's like he has to step down. It's
Well,
like,
he was a CEO.
but that's his company.
Did he own it or he just worked there as a CEO? It might have, it's a bad look. And he's banging the lady, that's the HR lady, which is also a bad look.
That's
They
tough.
hired Gwyneth Paltrow.
What happened? Oh, yeah, they hired Gwyneth Paltrow to do an ad for them after they fired him, which is hilarious because she used to be married to the lead singer of Coldplay.
Yeah.
Like, brilliant move, by the way, on their part, of the company's part. What was the company? What did they do?
It's called Astronomer.
Yeah, what did Astronomer do? That's interesting.
That's a weird name for a company.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to do with astronomy? Do you hear about that fucking object that's hurtling towards Earth at like 130,000 miles an hour?
No, that might solve all our problems.
Some intergalactic object that's hurt. There's this guy, Avi Loeb. He's a professor at Harvard that believes it might be an alien probe.
Wow.
And he was talking about the odds of this thing being in the trajectory that it is, entering into our solar system in a direct path with Earth. The odds are extremely low. And at the place where it's doing it, it's when the Earth is the opposite side of the sun, so it's coming from behind the sun. And it's so it makes it difficult to detect. And that this object is in a direct line to come to Earth in 2027.
Do they have a trajectory of where it's going to land?
I don't think they totally know that yet. I think they're trying to calculate whether or not it's actually going to hit Earth or come near Earth or pass by Earth or what it, what it is. Like
why do they think it's an alien satellite or whatever?
Well, there's this guy, Avi Loeb, this professor that I'm discussing. He also had an analysis of another object that passed by Earth a few years back that they named, and they said that this thing had a very bizarre metallic sort of a look to it that he did not think, based on the shape of it and the way it was traveling, that it was natural. So he thought that that could have been some sort of an alien craft as well. I don't know. It's too fun. It's too fun.
But
to believe
as
that
it gets
it's a
closer,
spaceship.
we could probably decipher.
Scientists give chilling update on mysterious interstellar object racing through our solar system as they warn it's even bigger than we thought. Provide a chilling update on a mysterious interstellar object that's racing through our solar system. Using data from the Vera C. Rubin Observatory, experts have revealed just how big the object dubbed 31 Atlas really is. According to their analysis, the object measures roughly 7 miles in diameter. Holy fuck. How big is New York City? Bigger than Mount Everest, making it the largest interstellar object ever spotted. Professor Avi Loeb, theoretical physicist and cosmologist from Harvard University, suggested the object could be an alien spacecraft. However, not everyone is convinced. Chris Lintott, an astronomer at the University of Oxford, told Live Science any suggestion that it's artificial is nonsense on stilts. He added that these claims are an insult to the exciting work going on to understand this object. But Harvard's legit, and Avi Loeb is a legit astronomer.
Right. I mean, let's not rule anything out.
Yeah.
As it gets closer.
There's something about it, about the way it's traveling, that it's bizarre. But it doesn't have a trail like a comet does.
Right.
We can scroll up a little so I can see that. The images of the comet were actually snapped by the Vera C. Rubin before it was officially discovered. However, since it was identified on July 1st, just a little bit ago, scientists have scoured back through data to find out more about the mysterious object. New study published on RXIV, whatever that is. More than 200 researchers have confirmed the likely size of the comet's main body, known as its nucleus. Their analysis suggests the nucleus has a radius of around 3.5 miles. That translates to a diameter or width of about 7 miles. To put that in perspective, bigger than Mount Everest, twice the size of Mount Kilimanjaro. Fuck.
That Honeymoon was way smaller.
Wow.
Yeah, so the, how do you say it?
Oumuamua, I think.
Oumuamua, discovered in 2017. He came on and talked to us about that. Was believed to be around 0.2 miles wide. And comet Borisov, discovered in 2019, was roughly 0.6, 1 kilometer wide. So this thing is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, previously speaking to Mail Online, Professor Loeb pointed out that its impressive speed of 130,000 miles per hour as an indication that it might be controlled by aliens. He said it's difficult to imagine a natural process that would favor a plunge towards the inner solar system at 60 kilometers per second, he said. An alternative is that the object targets the inner solar system by some technological design. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Well, hopefully they come in peace.
Well, that might be the end of the Earth. Maybe that's like they realize like that's when AI starts to take over and They think it's chaos. So like, it's just that's when it's gonna happen. So let's just like launch a 7-mile wide thing into the earth and just start all over again like the dinosaurs.
Well, that you're saying it hits and then our AI fights it?
No.
Or they...
It wipes out. The AI takes over and it's like, this isn't going to work. So it wipes it out. Just like when the dinosaurs were here, the dinosaurs were too powerful. And they're like, yeah, let's just fucking start from scratch. Maybe that's how they like reset the game.
Huh. And then, so humanity is wiped out?
Everything's wiped out. Yeah, we start fresh with new organisms. And then they come along and do genetic engineering just like they did with us and monkeys and create a new version of humans. But this time it's a little less territorial, a little more inquisitive, a little more interested in innovation, a little less interested in dominating and controlling resources. Because that's what fucked us. Territorial apes get high technology and use territorial behavior to defend and acquire resources, and that creates war. Did you see that fucking dude? There's a dude who, this is a crazy story, Mr. Ballin and Tom Segura was on Mr. Ballin, and Mr. Ballin explained this thing that happened. I forget what year it was.
It's in the 70s, I think.
Okay, so this Mexican pilot was flying, and in the middle of his flying, he got confused. He didn't know what the fuck happened. He fell asleep, and he woke up, and he was over the ocean. And he's like, how did I get over the ocean? This doesn't even make any sense. And the amount of gas that was missing from his plane didn't make any sense that he was able to get this far. And what they're saying, and there's a recording of this, is that this guy went into a trance and was channeling some alien intelligence that was explaining through this guy's voice that the human race is the only intelligent race in the universe that still uses war and still kills people and engages in large-scale conflict and has nuclear weapons, and that they have to stop doing this or that someone's going to step in. It's a crazy story. Play the story.
Someone's going to step in?
Could we play it? Some of it?
I don't know.
Just to give credit to Mr. Ballin?
I'll try. Well, now I have to find that video. I was looking for that.
Well, everybody should just go to it. If you just tell me how to go to it, I'll just drive people to see it.
His Instagram account with Tom, but he's got a really good YouTube channel too, where he goes into all sorts of wild stories like this.
Yeah, but this was a great one. And then there's an actual audio recording of this guy saying this. Here, I'll send you the audio recording, Jamie. If you can't find it real quick. I sent it to Tom. After I saw Tom on the show, I was like, I go, that's fucking crazy, man. And he's like, dude, wild. And then I sent him this. I said, did you know there's an actual recording that you can listen to of the guy saying this? So if you go like halfway into it, you got it? Oh, you got it. Okay. So a certain distance into it, you hear the guy talking in this very bizarre monotone Spanish. Was there a UFO? Like, why did they show that UFO, that fake
Someone's
UFO?
making a video to watch to keep you interested on YouTube.
Oh, keep me interested. I'll be interested anyway.
Here it is.
Yeah, let me hear it. He is speaking, but he does not know. The equipment is too primitive. This is the only way to convey. Lower that a little. A microphone. The equipment is too primitive. This is the only way to convey their message. After almost an hour, the beings would release the young aviator pilot from his hypnotic state and return control of the plane so that he could receive instructions. And at the same time, he managed to land at the Acapulco airport. Interesting. You know, that's the thing. Like, if there was a unique event where something happened and an alien race did interact with human beings and then never again, no one would believe you, even if it was real. If it was that's the problem with like unique events. We base reality on what we experience and what everybody else experiences on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
What we have evidence of. But if something happened that was completely unique like that, where they said, like, this is the only way we can communicate. Their equipment is too primitive.
Right.
We'll just take over this guy's mind and have him say it. Like, who was ever going to believe that?
I guess that's the quote translated.
Okay, the alien message that spoke through Rafael Pacheco Perez to the air traffic controller. It says, He speaks because he is ordered to. That is, it is his voice he speaks, but not of his own free will. We use it as a microphone. No matter who we are or where we come from, it is enough for you to know that we are beings of this universe where you belong. Our planet is many light years away, but we are physically equal. I repeat that all races in the universe are physically equal. You are not alone in the universe, and there are other races that are far away from you, and we are watching you. But he said more than that.
No, for sure.
What is the full extent of his quote? Because he said something about you're the only race that still engages in warfare. I want to believe it. I want to believe it so bad.
I don't. I definitely think there's other life forms out there.
I do
and
too,
they're
but I
more
don't know what
advanced.
really happened.
Yeah.
I really wish I knew. I mean, I really
But this
wish I
guy
knew.
did fall asleep while he was flying a plane, so can we really trust him?
Right, and he did wake up over the ocean. But if he did wake up over the ocean, it doesn't make sense that he got over the ocean, if that's true.
Right.
Explain that. Like, how did he get there?
Yeah.
What'd you do? Did you take over the plane, move it with your spaceship? Or why'd you put him over the ocean? So if he crashed, he wouldn't kill anybody?
Right.
Why'd you do that? Like, what is all this?
And what's the thing with the gas being gone?
Right. Because I guess they, picked it up and took it.
Huh.
I don't know. We are watching you. What else does it say? To everyone's surprise. Issued a certificate stating he was in perfect health and had not consumed any drugs. It ruined his career and he never piloted a plane again. Wow.
This is his first solo flight, too.
Whoa. Imagine your first solo flight. You're like, I am going to pull a fucking gag on these motherfuckers. I got an idea. I got some extra gas.
That was 1976?
Yeah.
Wow. No, I don't know if I believe that account, but I do believe that there's other life forms out there.
My problem is I want to believe that account. That's always the problem with all these things. I want to believe. I want to believe so bad that I don't think about them rationally sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, these stories are all, it's like whether you trust the source or not, but
What would
the
you
universe
do,
is
though?
the universe is too big for us to be the only ones here.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't care that Mars doesn't have any water. Maybe they don't need water.
Well, they think Mars used to have a full atmosphere. And do you know that there's structures on Mars that they've observed even recently that look like perfect squares that are huge?
Huh.
There's this one that I showed to Elon. I go, what is that? Tell me, what do you think that is? Like, well, we should probably go there and look around. Like, yeah, we should probably go there and look around.
He's the guy to do it.
But what is, he didn't want to say what he
Right.
thought it was, but I'm looking at it, I'm like, do you think this could have been at one point in time a structure? Because it has perfect right angles and it's a square and it's huge.
All right.
They said it's at least hundreds of meters across, but it might be miles across. It's rough estimates, but they know it's large. You ever seen it? Jamie will show it to you. But it's like a literal square. There's a bunch of shit that's weird there. That's like the face on Mars, but I'm not totally convinced about that. But that one's nuts. Like, that's kind of crazy. Didn't that look kind of crazy?
It's on the right?
Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That looks like a fucking square.
Oh, yeah, that looks like a foundation.
I mean, tell me what the fuck
Yeah.
that is. What is that?
Right.
That does not look normal. Those angles don't look normal at all. That lower left-hand corner, like, what is that? And then the fact that it's roughly a square. I mean, I don't know if it's a square or a rectangle. It seems like it's a little taller than it is wide.
Right.
But whatever it is, it looks like a fucking structure, man. It's weird.
Well, just because we can't exist there doesn't mean other life forms can't exist there.
Or
Who knows?
other life forms used to exist there.
Right.
Like, imagine if there was, if there's life on Earth right now, today, and if Mars at one point in time had a sustainable atmosphere, like millions and millions of years ago, what if there was life on Mars? What if we are the offspring of the life on Mars? What if those fucking guys just realized, like, hey, this place is falling apart. Let's shoot over to Earth
that's
and
something.
reestablish.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be why we're so different than every other primate that's here.
I never thought about it like that. That might be true. I just think it's so vast and we know so little about everything, it's possible. That's just I kind of like broaden it that way, where it's like, it's all possible. The universe is infinite and we know very little about it.
Yeah, it's totally possible.
Yeah.
It's just not likely. I mean, it seems, because you haven't seen anything. Like, it's not likely.
But we're trying to use our logical brains to figure out. It's like, could this be possible? It's like, it's There's
fucking
so much we
knows?
don't know, and we have such a limited scope with our human minds to even comprehend stuff. So it's like, you don't know. I'm big on the near-death experiences.
Yeah.
I watch all of those.
What do you think that's all about?
Because it really puts it on the table. I was raised Catholic. I'm Catholic now, but it's like, everybody has like a similar experience where they go through a tunnel and they come out, and then there's a life review where it's like your whole life is played out before you.
Right.
And, it doesn't matter if you're religious, or that seems not to matter at all. What seems to matter is like the little kindnesses that you do to people.
Yeah.
Like smiling at someone or giving somebody some kind words who had a bad day. It's like, it speaks to the thing that we're all connected.
Yeah.
We're all connected in on this higher level.
I definitely think that's true.
Yeah.
I think reality is probably a lot weirder than we think it is. And whatever happens to you after you're dead, it's very weird that people have similar stories.
Yes.
Very, very
Yeah.
weird.
From different countries also.
Yeah, from all over the world. And also, long before there was any social media or any like public depictions of these things, people have always had very similar stories of these things happening to them, which makes you wonder, like, what is death? And what is life? What is consciousness? Does it transcend? Does it go somewhere else? And it always has? Is it a constant cycle?
Yeah. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's got to go somewhere. Your soul, I guess, for a lack of a better term, has to go somewhere.
Yeah. And if you were an alien being looking at the direction that the human race is going, I would imagine you would be worried. I would imagine you would see all the chaos and guys falling in love with AI and people beating people up at jazz concerts. You're like, this is not good.
But we don't know where we are in the timeline either we think, I was like, this is going to change things and we're headed towards total destruction. It's like, but we don't know where we are in that continuum. It's like, it could do an uptick again and we could rebound, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we
so
could.
We just don't know.
If we had the right intentions, right? Like if we had the intention of doing things designed to improve the human race versus doing things designed to only make money. Like if we collectively as a group abandon the idea of just doing things only for profit and instead embrace the idea of helping the human race, complete turnaround. We change everything. Change the whole world.
It has to happen on a micro level though, where it's like, it's the religion, it's the religious thing of love your neighbor. Yeah. It's got to start on a very micro level.
Which is probably why that stuff exists. Probably why that exists in so many cultures is because they kind of knew that this is the general direction the human race has to go if we're going to survive.
Were you talking about religion?
Yeah. And if you had like a guidance from somewhere else, from a higher power, it would probably tell you exactly what Jesus told you.
Right.
That's probably the message.
Yeah. The message of Jesus, whether you believe in it or not, is beautiful. Right. It's like love your neighbor.
It's the only way to get through what we're in now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's a good way to end this podcast, Mike. When are you back?
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you. And also with you. That's how you say it, right?
Yes, and also with you.
When are you
back? Back here?
Yeah, when are you back in the club?
I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Adam.
Okay.
But thank you
Last
so
time
much
I saw
for
you,
everything.
You were awesome, man.
Thank you,
Very
man.
funny.
I really appreciate the work
set.
and appreciate you having me on here. This is a huge deal for me.
Anytime.
So,
you have a special out, right?
Yeah, it's called Low Income White.
There it is. That's you.
And Nate Bargatze, my friend.
Shout out to Nate.
Insanely successful and talented.
And
He's
awesome.
giving us an awesome
dude.
guy, giving me and a lot of other people under the Nate Land banner opportunities. So
that's awesome.
Shout out to Nate. He made this.
I love that.
And he's putting other comics on under his brand. Thank you. It's a cool one.
Pretty clutch. I like the diamond stitching.
Yeah, a lot of people online said he's wearing lipstick, but I wasn't.
What? Wait a minute, let me see.
All the comments say lipstick.
Oh, they're just fucking with you. You don't look like you're wearing lipstick.
Guy. But I shot it at the Zanies Lab. Shout out to Zanies in Nashville and Nate Bargatze and the Nate Land brand. Thank you for having me on.
Beautiful. All right, brother.
I appreciate it.
Good
brother.
to see you, my friend.
You
Always.
too.
All right. Bye, everybody.